Good evening and welcome.
We welcome our technical officials to pool deck. Our technical director of the meet is Heather O'Connor. Our starter for the men's event, our referee for the men's event is Don Alchin. Our referee for the women's event is Craig Martin. And our starter for this evening's event is Emmy Simsig. Our technical officials are invited to be seated.
Good evening and welcome to the Mattioli Victorian Age Long Course Championships. We're here for session number 5.
It's a great session of finals lined up for us this evening. Starting with some 200 backstrokes to kicking off the night from our 13-year-olds. We saw some fantastic swims across the board in this morning's heat session. And I'm looking forward to seeing who can put together some great races in this evening's finals.
Yeah, we saw some good PBs this morning as well, so hopefully some of those swimmers will be looking to build on some of them. We've got winners backing up from last night as well, looking to add some more titles to their pockets.
We've had another cracking session here on Friday morning. We started with some cracking action in the 13-year-olds with the backstroke to start the day. One of the highlights was the under-12 boys. They had 3 or 4 races on the card, but it was the freestyle battle between Billy Main and Thomas Grasso is one to watch tonight.
Yeah, Kira Jeffs put up some good swims in the 100 butterfly and 100 freestyle to lead the way for the 15-year-old girls. She'll have some stiff competition in those finals as well. And our 17, 18-year-old boys are looking forward to a good 100 breaststroke final with Felix Dressel-Lebrun and Nicholas Stupas matching each other stroke for stroke down that last 50. We look forward to all the action and good luck to all the swimmers tonight.
And let's get ready to go for a great night of action here for our Friday night's finals as we kick off the action with our 13 years 200 backstroke.
Introducing the finalists for event 64, the girls' 13-year-old 200-metre backstroke. In lane 0 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Zoe Clemenson. In lane 1 from Warrigal Swimming Club, Layla Van Aswegen. In lane 2 from Bayside, Bridie Steele. In lane 3 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Lucy Dolan. In lane 4 from Camberwell Grammar, Kira Stubbings. In lane 5 from Caulfield Aquatics, Raina Snyders. In lane 6 from Ballarat, Astrid Buchanan. In lane 7 from Surrey Park, Aria Went. In lane 8 from Bendigo East, Miley Bird. And swimming out of lane 9 from Nunawading, Ada Jinxing Zwang. These are your finalists for event 64, the girls' 13-year-old 200-metre backstroke.
Underway in this first final of session number 5, the 200-metre backstroke for the girls 13-year-olds. Starting well in lane number 4 was Kira Stubbins. Also, Aria went in lane number 7. We did have a late change with this one. Astrid Buchanan was the alternative, has come into this lineup.
Giving her an opportunity to put together a good 200 backstroke here as we make our way down the opening 50. And as we hit the wall on the turn, it is Kira Stubbins who leads.
As Kira continues to lead down this second 50 here, also looking to make a good start to this is Lucy Dolan as well. They're in lane number 3, but coming through in lane number 7, Aria Went still in the mix with this one. Also, Raina Schneider's in lane number 5.
So as we approach the 100-metre turns, it is all Kira Stubbins who's leading by 5 metres as she turns through in a 109.07. Aria Wentz holds on to second place with Lucy Dolan in third. As we move into this third 50, Kira is maintaining that strong lead. Aria is holding on to that second place, but Raina Schneider's in the centre of the pool is starting to make her move.
Yeah, it's been a good swim so far from Kira Stubbins, still in front here as we come down this third 50. Aria Went still looking strong there, as is Raina Schneider's. Then also coming up in lane number 3, Lucy Dolan still in that mix as well, but it is Kira Stubbins who will touch here for the last 50.
So she leads through at the 150-metre turn with a comfortable margin over Lucy Dolan, Raina and Aria, all in that battle for the minor places here. With 25 metres to go, Kira Stubbins continues to extend her lead and is looking in control of our girls 13 years 200 backstroke state final. Moving into a comfortable second place in this final 25 metres is Raina Schneider's. She's got a body length lead over Lucy Dolan as they head underneath the false start rope. But it is all Kira Stubbins out in front, and she touches first to take the title out in a 2:24.67. Raina Schneider's in second and Lucy Dolan in third.
Introducing the finalists for event 65, the boys 13-year-old 200-metre backstroke. In lane 0, representing Surrey Park, Evan Niam. In lane 1, from Geelong Swimming Club, Byron Morgan. In lane 2, from MLC, Fraser Blair. In lane 3, from Emmanuel, Blake Allen. In lane 4, from Nunawading, Harry Kalergis. In lane 5, from South Gippsland Bass, Archie Smith. In lane 6, from Liz Van Wiley Aquatics, Fletcher Cummings. In lane 7, from Western Aquatic Academy, Ethan Carr. In lane 8, from Yarra Plenty Waves, Elijah Lamont. And in lane 9, from Essendon District Aquatic, Daniel Mancini. These are your finalists for event 65, the boys 13-year-old 200-metre backstroke.
In the water here now for the 200-metre backstroke for the 13-year-old boys. There's a good underwater there from one of our visitors in Blake Allen, but coming out strongly in lane number 7 is Ethan Carr here. We do have a couple of visitors in this race, so we will possibly have visitor medals plus Victorian medals in this one.
So as we make our way down this opening 50, it is nice even race in the centre of the pool. At that first 50-metre turn, it will be Archie Smith who has a slight lead over Harry Kalergis as they emerge first and second after the underwaters off that first wall.
Yeah, those two middle lanes now still in front as we're halfway down this second lap. Archie Smith slightly ahead of Harry in lane number 4. They're also starting to make his move is Fletcher Cummins in lane number 6 here, but it is Archie Smith who is leading as we come into the wall to turn into the second half of this race. So it's Archie leading Harry with Fletcher Cummins in third.
Definitely a great race here on for these 13-year-old boys with 5 people still in with a chance of grabbing a medal here. Archie has led from the start and has built out almost a body length lead in this third 50. Harry's holding on to his feet, but starting to come really strongly in lane 6 is Fletcher Cummins.
Yeah, it is Archie who will lead us down to this final turn. Has a solid lead after a strong third 50 here. He'll touch in a 1:41.6, a second and a half ahead of Harry in lane number 4. Fletcher still in third and Blake Allen in fourth.
It was that third 50 that's pulled Archie into the lead with 25 metres left to swim. Harry and Fletcher are now going stroke for stroke in that battle for silver down the final 25 metres, and sitting behind them is Blake Allen. With 15 metres left to swim, though, it is all Archie Smith. Our swimmer from South Gippsland Bass is going to come in and take the state title out in a 2:13.34. Harry finishing in second, Fletcher Cummins in third, and our third place Victorian is going to be Fraser Blair.
Announcing the medalists for event 64, the girls' 13-year-old 200-metre backstroke. Winner of the bronze medal representing Melbourne, Lucy Dolan. Winner of the silver medal representing Caulfield, Raina Snyders. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 2:24.67 from Camberwell Grammar, Kira Stubbings. Introducing our finalists for event 66, the girls' 14-year-old 400-metre individual medley. In lane 0 from Laverton Wyndham, Allegra Bombardi. In lane 1 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Taylor Miller. In lane 2 from Surrey Park, Sierra Kaufman. In lane 3 from Swimming SA, Mia Jane Weston. In lane 4 from Geelong, Arabella Johnson. In lane 5 from MLC, Lucy Reid. In lane 6 from Liz Van Wiley Aquatics, Mackenzie Jury. In lane 7 from Nunawading, Maisie Graves. In lane 8 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Elsa Wang. And in lane 9 from Yarra Plenty Waves, Anne Carpenter. These are your finalists for event 66, the girls' 14-year-old 400-metre individual medley.
Underway here in event 66, the 400 medley. This is our first of 2-time finals. We did have the second one this morning. This is the fastest swimmers in this one. And starting out strongly there in lane number 5 is Lucy Reid.
Also putting together a really strong opening 50 of butterfly is Sierra Kaufman, and she's moved into the lead here as we approach the 50-metre turn.
Yeah, it's a really strong start. Kaufman will turn in front here. Taylor Miller out in lane number 1 next to her. Does turn in second. Lucy Reid in third. But it is Kaufman who is building a lead as she comes down this second 50 metres for the butterfly.
So Sierra using her leg of the field as she works through the 75-metre mark of the butterfly leg. Starting to move through in the centre of the pool is both Arabella Johnson and Lucy Reid as they start to challenge Taylor Miller, who was sitting at second place after that opening 50.
Yeah, seeing this one, Sierra Kaufman come back to the pack a little bit in the back half of that lap, but she still leads as Arabella Johnson now in second. That third spot was Taylor Miller, but then Lucy Reid is up alongside her now.
So as we move into the backstroke, and 25 metres have been completed, Sierra continues to lead with that body length and advantage she gained early in that butterfly leg. She's keeping that stroke rate up nice and high, and she leads over Arabella Johnson. Also moving up in this backstroke leg is Mia Jane Weston in lane 3.
Yeah, it is a strong battle there for that third spot at the moment behind Johnson and Kaufman, who just touched there to lead this one through. Still has a 2 body length lead here. Does Kaufman, who has come out fast in this first 200 metres.
She's doing a good job of keeping that stroke rate up as she moves further ahead of both Arabella Johnson and Mia Jane Weston, as they're now in second and third, a body length clear of Lucy Reid and Taylor Miller.
Yeah, it's been a strong backstroke leg here from Mia Jane Weston, one of the visitors in this race, but it's still Kaufman leading the way here. She's going to turn for the breaststroke leg now. She turns in a 2:29.18, nearly 3 seconds ahead of Weston, who is now second. Arabella Johnson in third.
So as we move into our breaststroke leg, Arabella Johnson has already started to make some ground up on Mia Jane Weston, and she's reducing that margin, but also swimming really strongly in this opening 25 of breaststroke is Lucy Reid. Holding on out in front is Sierra Kaufman, but all those three following are slowly starting to make inroads in this opening 50 of breaststroke.
Yeah, Kaufman now coming back to the pack. There's not much between 1, 2, 3 and 4 now. Kaufman's still ahead as she comes underneath the flags here, but Weston and Johnson right on her tail now with less than half a second between the top two. Coming out of that turn, Weston looks like she may have taken the lead there with a really strong underwater.
So as we head towards the final 25 of breaststroke, Arabella Johnson has pulled up alongside Mia Jane Weston, and those two lead just ahead of our early leaders, Sierra Kaufman. Sierra is holding off Lucy Reid in that battle for third and fourth.
Our two leaders going stroke for stroke down the back part of this breaststroke leg here. Arabella Johnson in lane number 4 and Mia Jane Weston in lane number 3 are both coming in for the touch to come into the freestyle leg here. It is Arabella Johnson leading at the 300, Mia Jane Weston in second, and it's Lucy Reid in third with Sierra Kaufman back to fourth after the breaststroke.
As we move through the first 25 of our freestyle leg, is our Geelong swimmer up against our visitor from Marion in South Australia. So Arabella Johnson and Mia Jane Weston are going head-to-head, neck and neck down this opening 50 of freestyle. Lucy Reid comfortably in third place, 3 body lengths behind as she holds off Sierra Kaufman.
As we see our two leaders go into the wall here, it's Weston ahead in this turn after being second, heading into the freestyle. There's only 0.02 between her and Arabella Johnson heading into this final 50 metres. The pair still going stroke for stroke down the first 25 metres of this lap.
This is a race for the ages in the girls 400, 14 years IM. As they've got 15 metres left to swim, Mia Jane has pulled out to a half body length lead. Arabella Johnson is trying to respond as they come underneath the flags, but it will be Mia Jane who comes into the wall first to take it out in a 5:11.02. Arabella Johnson first Victorian into the wall. Lucy Reid second Victorian as she touches the wall, and holding on to third Victorian is Sierra Kaufman, our early leader.
Announcing the medalist for event 65, the boys 13-year-old 200-metre backstroke. Winner of the bronze medal, Fletcher Cummings. Winner of the bronze medal for Victoria, representing MLC, Fraser Blair. Winner of the silver medal from Nunawading, Harry Kalergis. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 2:13.34 from South Gippsland Bass, Archie Smith. Introducing the finalists for event 67, the boys 14-year-old 400-metre individual medley. In lane 0 from Brighton Grammar, Aidan Tang. In lane 1 from Nunawading, Titus Ziyao Wu. In lane 2 from Nunawading, Aidan Ramos. In lane 3 from Phoenix Aquatics, Michael Yang. In lane 4 from Caulfield, Kepler Snyders. In lane 5 from Surrey Park, Aston Wilson. In lane 6 from Nunawading, Jaden Zeng. In lane 7 from Ivanhoe Swim, Andrew Spencer. In lane 8 from Nunawading, Hantang Wang. And in lane 9 from Nunawading, Oscar Magalotti. These are your finalists for event 67, the boys 14-year-old 400-metre individual medley.
In the water now for the boys 13-year-old 400 medley here. Starting well there in lane number 4 was Kepler Schneiders. Also lane number 2 got off to a bit of a fire there, Aidan Ramos.
So with these being time finals in the 400 metre individual medley, some of the swimmers haven't shown their true form currently coming into this, so we can see action all the way across the pool here, and it will be Aidan who leads through this opening 50 butterfly, ahead of Hang Tang, with Jaden in third.
We had the first 2 timed finals for this morning, but these are our fastest qualifiers here, and it's still Ramos leading here in lane number 2. As we come up to the back half of this butterfly leg here, it's still lane number 2 leading the way. Coming through in lane number 6, also Jaden Zeng there, and then lane number 8, Hang Teng Wang, also looking strong at the back end of this butterfly.
So Aidan has used his strong butterfly speed to take the lead through this first 100, followed by Hang Tang and the third Nunawading teammate in Jaden. So it's a Nunawading 1, 2, 3 through the butterfly leg here of the boys, 14 years, 400 metre individual medley.
Yeah, it's across the pool here. Kepler Schneider's also having a good backstroke leg to start this one. It is Aidan Ramos in the lead there. Still out in lane number 2, but starting to come through is Kepler Schneider's in lane number 4.
So we know Kepler is a very strong backstroker, and he's using that to his advantage. He's moved from 6th place at that 100 metre turn all the way into 2nd place with the fastest split in the field as he comes up alongside Aidan through that first 50 metres of backstroke.
Yeah, not much between the 2 leaders now. Kepler almost side by side there with Aidan in that 3rd spot. We've also got Aidan Tang out in lane number 0 and Hang Tang Wang trying to fight for that 3rd at the moment. But it is Kepler Schneiders who has taken this lead in the back half of this backstroke leg. Aidan Ramos is still in 2nd spot as we now turn for the breaststroke.
As we predicted, we thought there'd be action all the way across the pool in this boys 14 years 400 metre individual medley. Through the first 200s, definitely that. Kepler has now moved into a comfortable body length lead over Aidan Ramos through the first 25 metres of breaststroke, and also starting to make a bit of ground down in lane 8 is Hang Tang Wang.
Yeah, it's still Kepler Schneider's leading the way here as we're coming down to the back end of this first lap of the breaststroke. But it is, as you said, Hang Tang Wang starting to make his move in lane number 8 as we've still got action all across the pool here. Schneider's still leading this one from Ramos in lane 2, but Hang Tang Wang is right on his feet now.
So we're halfway through the breaststroke leg. Kepler continues to lead. but it is starting to tighten up, and also making a really strong push in this breaststroke leg is Michael Yang in lane 3. He's moved into third position after he was way down at the end of the backstroke leg. And he's going to challenge for the lead by the end of this breaststroke leg. He's storming down the second 50 of breaststroke.
Yeah, he's coming up right next to Kepler Schneiders, and Hang Tang Wang out in lane 8 is still with them. So there's 3 of them out in front now as we're going to come into the freestyle here. It looks like Michael Yang and Hang Tang Wang have both gone past Kepler Schneiders, and it's Yang who touches first from Wang. Schneiders back in third now, and Aiden Ramos in fourth.
Yeah, the only sub-40 split there from Michael Yang to take the lead as we enter the freestyle leg. But straight away, Hang Tang uses his fantastic freestyle speed to recapture the lead and move a body lid clear with 75 metres left to swim. In the centre of the pool, Kepler has also responded to Michael and moved back into second place as they approach that final turn.
Yeah, we'll see Hang Tang Wang turning first a spot here. That battle for second. Kepler Schneiders in second. Michael Yang in third. So it is on in the middle of the pool for those minor placings. But Hang Tang Wang has come away from the pack in this freestyle leg and is well and truly in front and headed for another title.
Yeah, really strong freestyle as comes underneath the false start rope with 15 metres left to swim, and is comfortably in control and comes in to take that state title out in a 4:49.60. Kepler's strong freestyle gets him the silver. Michael in for third with Aiden Ramos, the third Victorian.
Announcing the medalists for event 66, the girls' 14-year-old 400-metre individual medley. Winner of the bronze medal from Surrey Park, Sierra Kaufman. Winner of the silver medal from MLC, Lucy Reed. Winner of the gold medal from Geelong, Arabella Johnson. And our overall gold medalist from Swimming SA in a time of 5:11.02, Mia Jane Weston. Introducing the finalists for event 68, the girls' 15-year-old 100-metre butterfly. In lane 0 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, Zara Gamboa. In lane 1 from Nunawading, Waylon Trong. In lane 2 from Nunawading, Kayla Enters. In lane 3 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Mia Mifsud. In lane 4 from Nunawading, Kira Jeffs. In lane 5 from Swimming SA, Jessica Osborne. In lane 6 from Swimming SA, Clara Fay. In lane 7 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Zara Jeffrey. In lane 8 from Ballarat, Hannah Buchanan. And in lane 9 from Camberwell Grammar, Ella Yap. These are your finalists for event 68, the girls' 15-year-old 100-metre butterfly.
In the water here for the 100-metre butterfly for the 15-year-olds here. It was one of those events we said this morning we were looking forward to seeing here. It's a strong start in lane number 7 from Zara Jeffrey, but the middle of the pool there, Jessica Osborne and Kira Jeffs now starting to come into it.
Yes, there's going to be lots of contenders as we approach this 50-metre turn. Kira Jeffs and Jessica Osborne will lead through under 30 seconds, with Zara Jeffrey sitting in third place. Getting the best of the turn was Kira Jeffs. She's popped up in the lead, just ahead of Jessica Osborne with 25 metres left to swim. She's slowly extending that lead over a competitor beside her. So it's now out to half a body length for Kira Jeffs with 15 metres left to swim. Jessica Osborne's trying to go with her, and there's a really tight battle going on for third with Mia Mifsud currently holding that position down. But as we go underneath the flags, they come together, and on the wall, it will be Kira Jeffs who takes it out, ahead of Jessica Osborne, Mia Misford, second Victorian, and Zara Jeffrey getting the bronze for Victoria as well. As we're just waiting for a Hawker review of our final time there. Our world-leading technology developed in Victoria that allows to assist with the backup timekeeping as well as our officiating.
Announcing our medalists for event 67, the boys 14-year-old 400-metre individual medley. Winner of the bronze medal from Phoenix, Michael Yang. Winner of the bronze Victorian medal from Nunawading, Aidan Ramos. Winner of the silver medal from Caulfield, Kepler Snyders. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 4:49.60, representing Nunawading, Han Tang Wang. Introducing our finalists for event 69, the boys 15-year-old 100-metre butterfly. In lane 0 from Melbourne, Leo Nolan. In lane 1 from MLC, William Kao. In lane 2 from Ivanhoe Swim, Kaisei Kojima. In lane 3 from Laverton Wyndham, Gabriel Wong. In lane 4 from the Chinese swimming team, Lawrence Lim. In lane 5 from Geelong Swimming Club, Jacob Riches. In lane 6 from Parnell Swimming, Michael Chen. In lane 7 from MLC, Harold Zhu. And in lane 8 from St Kevin's, Hamish Davin. And swimming out of lane 9 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, Hugo Parson. These are your finalists for event 69, the boys 15-year-old 100-metre butterfly.
Now underway in the boys 100-metre butterfly for the 15-year-olds here. All the action starting early in the middle of the pool. A good swim that start there by Lawrence Lim, one of our visitors to this one. Jacob Richards also looking good there in lane number 5 as we're coming down to the back half of this first lap here. Coming into the wall first there was Lawrence Lim, second was Jacob Richards, and third Gabriel Wong.
So Lawrence leads through this opening 50 and is continuing to develop his lead in this third 25. Jacob Richards is holding on to second place, trying to stay with him in this last 25 metres, and the battle for third is right across the pool. So with 15 metres left to swim, Lawrence continues to extend his lead over Jacob Richards, who's holding on to those feet, but it is all Lawrence Lim, and he takes it out in a 56.65. Jacob Richards, the first Victorian to the wall. Harold Zhu, second Victorian. And Gabriel Wong, third Victorian. And the action has been very hot to start the night here on Friday evening for our 5th session of our 2025-2026 Mattioli Victorian Age Long Course Championships. We're about to head towards some 50-metre events where the action will remain nice and entertaining.
Yeah, we had some good heats in these events early on. We're going to start with the 16-year-old 50-metre breaststroke. We've got both the girls and the boys there. We're expecting some quick times in these finals.
But first, presenting the medalists for event 68, the girls' 15-year-old 100-metre butterfly. Winner of the bronze medal from Melbourne, Zara Jeffrey. Winner of the silver medal from Swimming SA, Jessica Osborne. Our silver medalist from Victoria, representing Melbourne Vic Centre, Mia Mifsud. And winner of the gold medal from Nunawading, Kira Jeffs. Introducing the finalists for event 70, the girls' 16-year-old 50-metre breaststroke. In lane 0 from Ballarat, Ella Matters. In lane 1 from Essendon District Aquatic, Angelina Nguyen. In lane 2 from Launceston, Olivia Hines. In lane 3 from Nunawading, Zoe Fabre. In lane 4 from South Gippsland Bass, Claudia Croato. In lane 5 from Nunawading, Jessie Steinman. In lane 6 from Warragul, Isabel Nash. In lane 7 from Geelong, Memphis Johnson. In lane 8 from Northcote, Leah Betson. And in lane 9 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, Wei Yi Liu. These are your finalists for event 70, the girls' 16-year-old 50-metre breaststroke.
Strongest starter was Jessie Steinem in lane 5, and she leads through the first 15 metres, but it's all across the field as we're going stroke for stroke through the first 25 with 8 contenders to take out this state title. As they move through the 35 metre, Jessie's holding a slight lead, but it is still anyone's game with 15 metres left to swim. Olivia Hines also putting in a good performance out there in lane 2. As we come underneath the flags and into touch, it will be Olivia who gets the touch ahead of Jessie. Claudia next into the wall, and third place Victorian was Zoe. What a swim by those 16-year-old girls.
Announcing the medalists for event 69, the boys' 15-year-old 100-metre butterfly. Winner of the bronze medal from Laverton Wyndon, Gabriel Wong. Winner of the silver medal from MLC, Harold Zhu. And winner of the gold medal from Geelong, Jacob Riches. Winner of our gold medal overall from the Chinese swimming team, fitness time of 56.65, Lawrence Lim. Introducing the finalists for event 71, the boys' 16-year-old 50-metre breaststroke. In lane 0 from South Gippsland Bass, Billy Fisher. In lane 1 from DBE, Ashley Lansbury. In lane 2 from Swimming SA, Oscar Dingwall. In lane 3 from Nunawading, Ben Huang. In lane 4 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Alaric Wong. In lane 5 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Milo Dressel de Bruyne. In lane 6 from CA Tritons, Daniel Nguyen. In lane 7 from MLC, Hamish Evans. In lane 8 from MLC, Samuel Mills. And in lane 9 from Surrey Park, Jacob Chester. These are your finalists for event 71, the boys' 16-year-old 50-metre breaststroke.
Now in the water for the boys, 50-metre breaststroke, 16-year-olds here. It's been an even start across the board here as we come down to the last 25 metres of this lap. Looking good in lane number 3 is Ben Hung. He's probably leading now alongside Oscar Dingwall, one of our visitors in lane number 2. Starting to come through is Milo Bressel de Braun here as we come into the wall. It's going to come down to the touch there, and it is going to be Ben Yong who takes that out from Oscar Dingwall. Milo Dressel de Bruin was third there, but we'll get the second Victorian one there.
Presenting the medalists for event 70, the girls' 16-year-old 50-metre breaststroke. Winner of the bronze medal from Nunawading, Zoe Fabre. Winner of the silver medal from South Gippsland Bass, Claudia Croato. Winner of the gold medal from Nunawading, Jessie Steinman. Introducing the finalists for event 72, the girls 17-18 years 400 metre freestyle. In lane 0 from Bendigo East, Al Cofield. In lane 1 from Surrey Park, Grace Richards. In lane 2 from Caulfield Aquatics, Kiara Mooney. In lane 3 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Sophie Jacker. In lane 4 from Hamilton Aquatics, Holly McDonald. In lane 5 from Swimming SA, Alinta Dingwall. In lane 6 from Essendon District Aquatic, Alice Sharp. In lane 7 from DBE, Eliza Connolly. In lane 8 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, Tori Clare. And in lane 9 from Nunawading, Amelie Krellin. These are your finalists for event 72, the girls 17-18 years 400 metre freestyle.
Up and stroking now in the 400 metre 17 and 18 female freestyle here. Starting well in lane number 5 was Alinta Dingwall, one of our visitors there. Now starting to come into it as well is Holly McDonald next to her. Another to start strongly there was Alice Sharp in lane number 6.
It was a very competitive heat session in this 400 freestyle, so we expect a number of contenders here early. Sophie Jacker, who does lead through that opening 50 ahead of Kiara Mooney, with Alinta Dingwall sitting in third place.
Very even across the pool here. Still Kira Mooney as well now coming into this one as we come down for the back half of the first 100 here. Alinta Dingwall has got away from the pack here. She will look to touch into the wall in first spot here. She will turn in first. In second is Sophie Jacker and third is Holly McDonald.
So Alinta continues to extend her lead into this second 100 with Holly, Sophie and Kiara sitting nicely alongside her as they start to pull clear of the rest of the pack.
It is Alinta who is still in front here as we come down for this third 50 here. The visitor has had some strong form so far in this competition. She will turn there in a 1:36.54. In second is still Sophie Jacker, and then third is Kira Mooney, who's starting to make her move.
There's nothing between those second, third and fourth swimmers as we approach the 200 metre mark, halfway into this final of the girls 17-18 400 freestyle. But out in front it is all Alinta Dingwall. She started off nice and strongly in the pack on that first 50, then gradually has started to pull away, and she'll lead by 1.5 boat lengths through that 200 metre mark.
Yeah, it was a strong first 200 metres, and that battle for second and third is well and truly alive. Only 0.3 between the next three swimmers there behind Alinta. Touching in second still was Sophie Jacker, third was Kira Mooney, and fourth was Holly McDonald, but nothing between those three.
So So as we approach the next wall, Alinta continues to extend her lead as those three continue to battle for the minor medals, going stroke for stroke down this 50. Once again, another 35 low as Alinta gains another 0.3 to half a second over those closest competitors as she makes her way towards the 300-metre turn.
Yeah, still in front there as that battle for second is on between those next three. Still nothing really separating them at this stage. Alinta Dingwall, though, is looking nice and smooth out the front there with that lead as she comes into the wall here for the 300-metre mark, and she will turn in front here in a 3:21.46 with another low 35 there.
So once again, gaining just a couple of tenths of a second over our closest competitors as they are still remaining locked together. Holly and Sophie neck and neck down this final 100 metres as they're battling each other and trying to make some inroads into Alinta.
Yeah, they've dropped Kira Mooney from them. It's now those two in that battle for second and third. But it is Alinta Dingwall who will now come to touch for this last turn here. She'll turn now with another 35 a second. 50 there, so she's now on her way home. In second spot there is Holly McDonald, third Sophie Jacker, and then Mooney in fourth.
So it is Alinta Dingwall who leads into this last 25. Comfortably ahead of Holly McDonald, who's being challenged by Sophie Jacker as we enter the last 15 metres.
As we see Alinta Dingwall now come into the wall. She will touch first, but there's that battle for second. They're touching second will be Sophie Jacker, who is also the first Victorian to touch the wall. Holly McDonald finishes third. Kira Mooney is the second Victorian in fourth there, and Alice Sharp was the third Victorian in fifth.
Presenting the medalists for event 71, the boys 16-year-old 50-metre breaststroke. Winner of the bronze medal from DVE, Ashley Lansbury. Winner of the silver medal from Melbourne, Milo Dressel de Bruyne. And winner of the gold medal from Nunawading, Ben Huang. Introducing the finalists for event 73, the boys 17-18 years 400-metre freestyle. In lane 0 from Surrey Park, Darcy Stewart. In lane 1 from DVE, Riley Hodgins. In lane 2 from Swimming SA, Finian Sandercock. In lane 3 from Surrey Park, Adam Alefni. In lane 4 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Oliver McCormack. In lane 5 from Nunawading, Harry Heath. In lane 6 from Nunawading, Oscar Campbell. In lane 7 from Ballarat Gold, Marley Sutherland. In lane 8 from Melton, Peter Behrens. And in lane 9 from Essendon District Aquatic, Hunter Mace. These are your finalists for event 73, the boys 17-18 years 400-metre freestyle.
In the water now for the boys, 17 and 18 400-metre freestyle. And it was a fairly even start across the board. Hunter Mace out in lane 9 has had a good start as they are now coming through the middle lanes as well. Still fairly even as we come down to this first turn.
It was a very competitive heat session once again in our 17 and 18-year-old age group in this 400 freestyle with talent right across the field, so it's no surprise through this opening 50 that it's a nice tight race as they're starting to settle down into their rhythm in this opening 100.
Yeah, it did open up a little bit with our defending champion, Campbell Wilson Moran, not swimming the heats this morning, so it's given an opportunity to a few others, and it's Oliver McCormack leading here as we're coming down to touch the wall for the first 100 here. Oliver will touch in first. In second, it's going to be Adam Effney, and then in third spot there, it is Harry Heath.
So we saw Oliver put together a really strong 800 yesterday, and he hasn't hung around and waited for the boys in the second part of this race. He's got out nice and strong and put a body length on them on that second 50 as he leads towards the next turn.
Yeah, started to open this race up a little bit, which we were expecting to see some of those swimmers now go a little bit ahead here as we see him touch in a 1:30.05. He's more than a second ahead of Harry Heath in second. Adam is in third spot here. Oliver looking to break away, but the pack's still right behind him.
So ever so slowly and surely, it is the centre of the pool that is starting to pull away from the rest of the field, led by Oliver McCormack in the middle of the pool. He's settled into his rhythm in that opening 50, then he's taken off and gradually extended his lead as he turns through the 200 and 2:01.61. Harry Heath sitting in second place and Adam Elfney in third. The rest of the field is a tight battle for fourth, all within a body length of each other.
Yeah, able to extend the margin on that lap there was Oliver McCormack as the chasing pack starting to come now. Breaking away in second spot is Harry Heath. He's now got a bit of a gap there on Adam in third spot as we see Oliver come down to touch the wall here.
So with 150 metres left to swim, Oliver McCormack continues to lead. Harry Heath is comfortably in second place now and starting to make a few inroads in this third 100, with Adam holding on to third, but the challenges are coming from everywhere in the battle for that bronze medal.
Yeah, the battle for bronze is probably the more interesting one of these at the moment here as we see Oliver McCormack still in front here by more than a body length here ahead of Harry Heath. Oliver touches in a 3:05.29. That lead slightly reduced there, just under 2 seconds with Harry Heath in second. Adam still sits in third, but Finian Sandercock is now in fourth and coming up to him.
We saw that in the morning. Adam went out quite strongly and held on to his centre lane, but there were challenges coming from him late in the heats, and same thing is going to happen again here in tonight's final. It is Oliver McCormack who continues to lead into this final turn, but Harry Heath is trying really hard to make some ground up, and he made over half a second on that second last 50. He's up to his feet. They've both brought in the 6-speed kick in this last 50 metres. Oliver's holding on. Harry's coming really strong with 25 metres to go. He's making ground. He's up to his hips. It's less than half a body length. Oliver's still holding on, but it's getting shorter and shorter by the stroke. Harry Heath is coming really strong underneath the flags. Oliver does look like he's going to hold on, though, and take the title out in 4:06.9. Harry Heath in second, and a really strong last 50 from Oscar Campbell to get third.
Presenting the medalists for event 72, the girls 17-18 years 400 metre freestyle. Winner of the bronze medal, Holly McDonald. Winner of the Victorian bronze medal from Essendon, Alice Sharp. Winner of the silver medal from Caulfield, Kiara Mooney. Winner of the gold medal from Swimming SA, Alinta Dingwall. And the Victorian gold medalist in a time of 4:34.07 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Sophie Jacker. Introducing our finalists for event 74, the girls 12 to 18 years 50 metre backstroke multiclass. Timed final number 1 in lane 3 from Essendon, Molly Griffin. In lane 4 from Peninsula, Hannah Mearns. In lane 5 from Melbourne, Emily Cook. And in lane 6 from South Gippsland Bass, Gemma Cook.
in the water here for this first of 3 timed finals here in the 50-metre backstroke. With this one, all 4 different classifications, so this will come down to closest to their world record and their points that they do, not necessarily the swimmer that does touch first. But in the pool, it is Hannah Merrins who is leading the way here. Emily Cook not far behind her, as well as the middle 2 lanes now start to kick away. Molly Griffin trying to stick with them as well, and then Gemma Cook in lane number 6 there is also having a good swim. It's Hannah Merrins who is leading as we come into the wall. She will touch first here in 59.8. Nearly 3 seconds below the time her entry time. Touching in second was Emily Cook, third was Molly Griffin, and we will see a Gemma Cook now come into the wall, touching in 1:04.95.
Introducing timed final number 2 for the girls 12 to 18 year 50 metre backstroke multi-class. In lane 0 from Monbulk, Phoebe Edwards. In lane 1 from Northern Territory, Aiko Buckland. In lane 2 from Northern Territory, Shannon Gleeson. In lane 3 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, Scarlett Morgan. In lane 4 from Western Aquatic Academy, Al Feely. In lane 5 from Geelong, Brianna Binns. In lane 6 from South Esk Swimming Club, Kate Allison. In lane 7 from Bendigo Hawks Aquatic, Adele York. In lane 8 from Bendigo East, Michaela Soko. And in lane 9 from Bendigo East, Laura Soko.
And we are underway here in time final 2 of the girls 12 to 18 50 backstroke multi-class. And it's a nice even start across the pool. We have most of our competitors in the S14 and S19 category in this heat, with Laura in lane 9 in the S10 category. So there are lots of head-to-head racing as we've got 15 metres left to swim. And it's Shannon Gleeson who's slightly in the lead ahead of Al Feely as they come underneath the flags with 5 metres to go. It will be Shannon who touches the wall first, Al in second, Kate in third. And coming into the wall in lane 9 to complete this second time final is Laura.
Introducing timed final number 3 for the girls 12 to 18 years 50 metre backstroke multi-class. In lane 0 from Sale, Mackenzie Gibbs. In lane 1 from Nunawading, Abigail Garbellini. In lane 2 from Warragul, Ava Dennis. In lane 3 from Swimming SA, Paige Duffy. In lane 4 from Swimming SA, Sophia Carboni. In lane 5 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Lily Gumley. In lane 7 from Hamilton Aquatics, Quinn Pike. In lane 8 from Ivanhoe Swim, Grace Ryder. And in lane 9 from Geelong, Evie Lee.
Now in the water for the third of these timed finals for the 50, a backstroke multiclass from 14 to 18 here. There will be different medals for different age groups in this one. Looking strong there in lane number 4 is one of our visitors, Sophia Carboni. She's looking out there in front, trying to go with her. There in lane number 2 is Ava Dennis. There also coming home strong is Lily Gumley, but it is going to be Sophia Garboni who does touch on the wall first here in a 34.76. Ava Dennis in a 35.50 and Lily Gumley in third in a 35.88.
Presenting the medalists for event 73, the boys 17-18 years 400 metre freestyle. Winner of the bronze medal from Nunawading, Oscar Campbell. Winner of the silver medal from Nunawading, Harry Heath. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 4:06.96 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Oliver McCormack. Introducing timed final number 1 for event 75, the boys 12 to 18 years 50 metre backstroke multiclass. In lane 2 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Henry O'Brien. In lane 3 from St Paul's Swimming, Charlie Alderton. In lane 4 from Melbourne, Victor Piedras. In lane 5 from South Gippsland Bass, Darby Smith. In lane 6 from Northern Territory, Fletcher Hewitt. And in lane 7 from South Gippsland Bass, Luke Wilson.
And we're underway here in the first of our time finals for our boys 12 to 18 50 metre backstroke multi-class. Off to a nice strong start in the middle of the pool from Melbourne Swimming Club is Victor. He leads through that first 25 metres. Headlift Charlie in lane 3. So Victor's one of our S10 athletes. He's putting together a really strong swim as he chases down his entry time of a 38.95. And he looks like he's going to be well and truly under that. He comes into touch in a 35.23. Charlie touches the wall in second, with Fletcher in for third.
Introducing timed final number 2 of event 75, the boys 12 to 18 years 50 metre backstroke multi-class. In lane 0 from Westbourne, William Fort. In lane 1 from Terrelgan, Lockie Bellion. In lane 2 from Yarra Plenty Waves, Cooper Harrington. In lane 3 from Pyalong Piranhas, Matthew Skews. In lane 4 from Northcote Swim Club, Miles Parfitt. In lane 5 from Northern Territory, Sean Dutch. In lane 6 from Western Aquatic Academy, Joshua Briggs. In lane 7 from Warrnambool, Eli Kerr. In lane 8 from Camberwell Grammar, Ming Zi Pang. And in lane 9 from South Gippsland Bass, Levi Jarrett.
Now in the water for the second of this timed finals for the 50 backstroke for the multi-class. In this one, we've got swimmers from 4 different classifications going against each other, which will then be judged with on points closest to the world record. In the pool, it is Sean Dirch leading the way here in lane number 5. Trying to go with him is Miles Parfitt in lane 4, but it's the 2 swimmers in the middle of the pool there that will touch first. It is going to be Sean who touches in a 32.36. Miles Parfitt touches second, and Lockie Ballion in lane number 1 touches in third.
Introducing the finalists for event 76, the girls 12-year-old 50-metre breaststroke. In lane 0 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Taylor Holt. In lane 1 from MLC, Catherine Liu. In lane 2 from the Hobart Aquatic Club, Mia Werzer. In lane 3 from Ringwood, Micah Chow. In lane 4 from Phoenix Aquatics, April Lin. In lane 5 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Angelina Shang. In lane 6 from Kangaroo Flat, Sophie Lee. In lane 7 from Yarra Plenty Waves, Charlotte Ford. In lane 8 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Audrey Marchant. And in lane 9 from Geelong, Jordan Campfield. These are your finalists for event 76, the girls 12-year-old 50-metre breaststroke.
So underway here in the final of the girls 12 years 50 breaststroke. Nice close race through the opening 25 with April Lynn starting to extend in the middle of the pool. She's got a half body length lead through that first 25 from Angelina Shang, as those two are half a body length clear of the rest of the field. So with 15 metres left to swim, it is still April Lynn who continues to lead ahead of Angelina Shang, and he's going to be first into the wall in a nice swift time of 34.47. Angelina touches in second place, Sophie Lee in third, and our third Victorian was Mika Cho.
Introducing the finalists for event 77, the boys 12-year-old 50-metre breaststroke. In lane 0 from Northern Territory, Michael Tang. In lane 1 from Westbourne, Alaric Keith Akoba. In lane 2 from Seymour, Jack Lomax. In lane 3 from Furbank Aquastars, Zane Matenje. In lane 4 from Nunawading, Gabriel Yeo. In lane 5 from Westbourne, Ethan Dennison. In lane 6 from Wodonga City, Billy Main. In lane 7 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Thomas Johnson. In lane 8 from Warrnambool, Daniel Hyatt. And in lane 9 from Warragul, Lucas Wendt. These are your finalists for event 77, the boys 12-year-old 50-metre breaststroke.
So our 12-year-old boys are underway in their final of the 50-metre breaststroke. It is Gabriel in the centre of the pool who gets off to the best start, and he is going to lead through this opening 25. Also swimming strongly is Billy Main. So those are 1 and 2 through the first 25. Gabriel continues to extend his lead with 15 metres left to swim. He's out by over a body length ahead of Ethan Dennison. Billy maintaining third place in a close battle with Zane Matenje. But it is all Gabriel out in front, takes the title and a 33.24. Billy in second, and Zane Matenja in third.
Introducing the finalists for event 78, the girls' 13-year-old 50-metre breaststroke. In lane 0 from Nunawading, Anae Zixi Wu. In lane 1 from D5, Madeline Anderson. In lane 2 from Nunawading, Summer Zhu. In lane 3 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Kimberly Chen. In lane 4 from South Gippsland Bass, Emily Croato. In lane 5 from Nunawading, Anna Kang. In lane 6 from Emmanuel, Alexandra Henniker. In lane 7 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Zoe Clemenson. In lane 8 from Nunawading, Ada Jinxing Zhuang. And in lane 9 from Westside Christchurch Aquatic, Tatum Geething. These are your finalists for event 78, the girls' 13-year-old 50-metre breaststroke.
So underway here in the final, the girls 13 years 50 breaststroke as we make our way through to the 25-metre mark. It's nice and even across the pool. In the centre of the pool, Emily Croto is in the slight lead just ahead of Anna Kang. As we hit that 35-metre mark, those two are going neck and neck with Alexander Heckler in the contention as well. Those three have now cleared out from the rest of the field. As we head underneath the flags, Emily and Anna are going to battle it out for the win as they go into touch. It will be Emily who gets the touch ahead of Anna, Alexandra in third, and Zoe Clemenson, our third Victorian.
Joining me on pool deck here is the winner of our 12-year-old 50 breaststroke, Gabrielle Yo. How'd you see that swim?
I think that swim was pretty good. I was pretty stressed at the start, but I guess when I finished, satisfaction. I felt really proud of myself.
Yeah, a slight bit faster than this morning. I'm guessing that was the aim coming into this final.
Being my only swim, I got to focus just on this race. So yeah, I'm pretty proud. Yeah, I actually do have a few more.
Presenting the medalists for event 74, the girls' 12-13-year-old 50-metre backstroke multi-class. Winner of the Victorian bronze medal from Western Melbourne Propulsion, Scarlett Morgan. And winner of the bronze medal from South Esk Swimming Club, Kate Allison. Winner of the silver medal for Victoria from Bendigo East, Michaela Soko. And winner of the silver medal from Swimming SA, Paige Duffy. And winner of the gold medal from Sale Swimming Club, Mackenzie Gibbs. Presenting medalists for event 74, the girls' 14-15 year 50-metre backstroke multi-class. Winner of the bronze Victorian medal from Western Aquatic Academy, Al Feely. Winner of the bronze medal from Hamilton Aquatics, Quinn Pike. Winner of the silver medal from Nunawading, Abigail Garbellini. Winner of the gold medal from Victoria, representing Melbourne Swimming Club, Lily Gumley. And our overall gold medalist from Swimming South Australia, Sophia Carboni. And presenting the medalist for event 74, the girls 16 to 18 years 50 metre backstroke multi-class. Winner of the bronze medal from Monbulk, Phoebe Edwards. Winner of the silver medal from Northern Territory, Iko Buckland. Winner of the silver medal from Victoria, from Ivanhoe Swim, Grace Ryder. And winner of the gold medal from Warragul Swimming Club, Ava Dennis. Introducing the finalists for event 79, the boys 13-year-old 50 metre breaststroke. In lane 0 from Surf Coast, Jack Hayes. In lane 1 from Nunawading, Alistair Ho. In lane 2 from Nunawading, Lachlan Bull. In lane 3 from HC Swim Club, Jacob Jones. In lane 4 from Geelong, Noah Tucker. In lane 5 from Surrey Park, Peter Kim. In lane 6 from Henley and Grange, Jacob Tucker. In lane 7 from Cardinia Piranhas, Raymond Grave. In lane 8 from Nunawading, Lincoln Hall. And in lane 9 from Western Aquatic Academy, Ethan Carr. These are your finalists for event 79, the boys 13-year-old 50 metre breaststroke.
So we're underway here in the final of the boys 13 years 50 breaststroke as they make their way through the first 25 metres. It is Noah Tucker who has a slight lead at that 25 metre mark in the centre of the pool. Also swimming strongly is Peter Kim and Jacob Jones. Those three are ever so slightly ahead, but Lachlan Bull is making a real move in this second 25. Lachlan Bull has come up alongside them with 5 metres left to swim as they go into touch. And it will be Peter Kim who holds on to take the win ahead of Noah Tucker and Lachlan Bull in third.
Presenting the medalists for event 75, the boys 12-13 year 50 metre backstroke multi-class. Winner of the bronze medal from Victoria, representing Melbourne Swimming Club, Henry O'Brien. Winner of the bronze medal from the Northern Territory, Fletcher Hewitt. Winner of the silver medal, Victorian from South Gippsland Bass, Darby Smith. And winner of the silver medal from St Paul's Swimming Club, New Zealand, Charlie Alderton. And your overall gold medalist from South Gippsland Bass, Levi Jarrett. Presenting the medalists for event 75, the boys 14-15 years 50 metre backstroke multi-class. Winner of the bronze medal from Yarra Plenty Waves, Cooper Harrington. Winner of the silver medal from Melbourne Swimming Club, Victor Pidras. And winner of the gold medal from Warrnambool Swimming Club, Eli Kerr. Presenting the medalists for event 75, the boys 16 to 18 years 50 metre backstroke multi-class. Winner of the Victorian bronze medal from Northcote, Miles Parfitt. And winner of the bronze medal from the Northern Territory, Sean Dutch. Winner of the silver medal from Westbourne, William Fort. And winner of the gold medal from Traralgon Swimming Club, Lockie Bellion. Introducing the finalists for event 80, the girls 14-year-old 50 metre freestyle. In lane 0 from MLC, Abby Mesher. In lane 1 from MLC, Henrietta Wong. In lane 2 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Audriana David. In lane 3 from MLC, Lucy Ma. In lane 4 from Swimming SA, Millie Lima. In lane 5 from Swimming SA, Saoirse Hanafi. In lane 6 from Surrey Park, Sierra Kaufman. In lane 7 from MLC, Lucy Reid. In lane 8 from Nunna Cheltenham, Emma Baldwin. And in lane 9 from Geelong Swimming Club, Pippa Brown. These are your finalists for event 80, the girls 14-year-old 50-metre freestyle.
Now in the water here for the 50 freestyle for the 14 girls. The swimmers are up and stroking, and there's a lot of the action in the middle of the pool here. Millie Lima looking good in lane number 4. They're also coming up Lucy Ma in lane number 3. Coming up though is Saoirse in lane number 5. It's going to come down to the touch on the wall. It's going to be the middle 2 lanes there, and it is Millie Lima taking it out from Saoirse Hafney. Lucy Ma, the first Victorian to touch the wall. Sarah Kaufman, the second Victorian there, and the third one was Adriana David.
Presenting the medalists for event 76, the girls 12-year-old 50-metre breaststroke. Winner of the bronze medal from Ringwood, Micah Chow. Winner of the silver medal from Kangaroo Flat, Sophie Lee. And winner of the gold medal from Phoenix, April Lynn. And our Victorian gold medalist from Melbourne Swimming Club in a time of 35.24, Angelina Shang. Presenting the medalists for event 77, the boys 12-year-old 50-metre breaststroke. Winner of the bronze medal from Furbank Aquastars, Thane Batenje. Winner of the silver and winner of the gold medal from Nunawading in a time of 33.24, Gabriel Yeo. Presenting the medalists for event 78, the girls 13-year-old 50-metre breaststroke. Winner of the bronze medal from Emmanuel, Alexander Henniker. Winner of the silver medal from Nunawading, Anna Kang. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 34.48 from South Gippsland Bass, Emily Croatto. Introducing the finalists for event 81, the boys 14-year-old 50-metre freestyle. In lane 0 from Melbourne, Benjamin Chang. In lane 1 from Nunawading, Aidan Ramos. In lane 2 from Surrey Park, Lachlan Harris. In lane 3 from Starplex, Ewan Stubbings. In lane 4 from Nunawading, Hantang Wang. In lane 5 from Surrey Park, Ishak Ismail. In lane 6 from Flyers Swim Team, Daniel Collins. In lane 7 from Surrey Park, Christopher Lee. In lane 8 from Furbank Aquastars, Daniel Walter. And in lane 9 from Emmanuel, Riley Huntley. These are your finalists for event 81, the boys 14-year-old 50-metre freestyle.
In the water for the splash and dash for the 14 boys here. In the middle of the pool here, we've got a couple of stars from the first night of finals, and they are leading the way there in Hang Tang Wang and Ishak Ismail. It is lane 4 and 5 going head-to-head here as we come under the flags. It is 4 and 5. Touching first is, it's going to be a dead heat there. Hang Tang Wang and Ishak Ismail finish equal first with a time of 24:37. In third is our visitor, Ewan Stubbins, and the third Victorian is Christopher Lee.
Presenting the medalists for event 79, the boys 13-year-old 50-metre breaststroke. Winner of the bronze medal from Nunawading, Lachlan Bull. Winner of the silver medal from Geelong, Noah Tucker. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 31.91 from Surrey Park, Peter Kim. Presenting the medalists for event 80, the girls 14-year-old 50-metre freestyle. Winner of the bronze medal from Melbourne, Adriana David. Winner of the silver medal from Swimming SA, Saoirse Hanafi. Our Victorian silver medalist from Surrey Park, Sierra Kaufman. Our gold medalist from Swimming SA, Millie Lima. And our Victorian gold medalist in a time of 27.10 from MLC, Lucy Ma. Introducing the finalists in event 82, the girls' 15-year-old 200-metre breaststroke. In lane 0 from Essendon District Aquatic, Eve Lawrence. In lane 1 from Melbourne, Vera Zhang. In lane 2 from Nunawading, Lily Chan. In lane 3 from Japan, Ayan Utetsu. In lane 4 from Swimming SA, Emily Daunt. In lane 5 from Nunawading, Kayla Enters. In lane 6 from Nunawading, Leona Low-Hermans. In lane 7 from Westbourne, Amelia Greaves. In lane 8 from Yarra Plenty Waves, Ava Thickens. And in lane 9 from MLC, Mia Mitchell. These are your finalists for event 82, the girls' 15-year-old 200-metre breaststroke.
In the water here for the 200-metre breaststroke for the girls, 15-year-olds. We've got the swimmers up and swimming now. Starting in lane 4 is Emily Daunt, one of our 2 visitors in this race. She's taken an early lead here. Trying to stay with her is Kayla Enters there as well in lane number 5. But it is Emily Daunt, who was one of the slowest swimmers off the blocks, who is leading coming into this first 50. Emily now turns first in a 34.56. Kayla Enters second, and in third is Leona Low-Hermans in lane 6. So it is those 3 next to each other, 1, 2 and 3. But out of that turn, Emily Daunt has been able to extend her lead with some really great underwater work here. Out by a couple of body lengths now is Daunt here. She looks to extend this lead down the back half of this first 100. In second is Kayla Enters. In third now is Ayan, our other visitor, there in lane number 3. As we see Emily Daunt touch in a 1:13.28 there for that one. In second is still Kayla Enters. Third, though, is Leona Low-Hermans, who has come up ahead of Ayan in lane number 3 there, who is in 4th spot. But it is all Emily Daunt in this race as she comes down to the back 25 of this third 50 here. That lead has continued to grow as the race has progressed. That battle now is for second, third and fourth, with Leona and Ayan coming up to Keela in that battle for second. As we see Emily Daunt turn at that final one for this last 50 in a 1:53.53. She is 5.5 seconds ahead of Kayla Enters. In the third spot is still Leona, and then fourth is Ayon, but not much between those 3. As we see Emily Daunt continue to progress through this race here. It's been a strong performance from start to finish for the swimmer from South Australia. She is going to take out this title. The battle for second and third is still on. We're going to see Emily Daunt take this one out in a 2:34.50. Kayla Enters will finish second, and as the first Victorian, she will touch now in a 2:41. Ayan finishes third, and Leona Low-Hermans is fourth in that one. And then coming in fifth is Lily Chan as the third Victorian.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your eyes down to pool deck or across to our scoreboard as we head over to Nick, who has our dual gold medalist from the boys' 14-year-old 50-metre freestyle.
Race there in the final of the 50 freestyle. With 15 metres to go, Hang Tank, did you sneak a little bit of a look to the side?
Yeah, I took maybe an extra breath, probably slowing me down, but yeah, it is what it is. So.
What about you? Could you tell it was close out of the corner of your eye as you came underneath the flags?
Yeah, like I could see Han Tang. I was like, oh shit, he's going to like come. It's like, oh god, he's coming out, and then I was like, yeah, I've got to keep up with him, and yeah, that's it.
So obviously a fantastic finish there. You boys get to race each other a lot across these championships. What's great about having a good friend that you get to compete at across a number of events?
Yeah, it's great. The way he swims, like, ultimate testament to the sport of swimming. The way he dives in the water is so smooth and yeah, it just looks so good. Yeah.
And what do you like about competing against Hang Tang?
How fast he is.
A very nice thing to say. And don't worry, Hang Tang, as you asked me when you first arrived, you both do get gold medals for that 50 freestyle. So congratulations, boys, our dual state champions in the 14 years 50 metre freestyle.
And to wrap that one up, presenting our medalists for event 81, the boys 14-year-old 50 metre freestyle. Winner of the bronze medal, Ewan Stubbings. Winner of the Victorian bronze medal from Surrey Park, Christopher Lee. And our dual gold medalist in a time of 24.37 from Surrey Park, Ishak Ismail, and from Nunawading, Han Tang Wang. Introducing our finalists for event 83, the boys 15-year-old 200 metre breaststroke. In lane 0 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Kalamotto. In lane 1 from Parnell Swimming New Zealand, Will Herbert. In lane 2 from Nunawading, Yijin Jiang. In lane 3 from MLC, Harold Zhu. In lane 4 from Caulfield, Xavier Eagle. In lane 5 from Ivanhoe Swim, Leon Vidal. In lane 6 from Nunawading, Byron Geng. In lane 7 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, James Clare. In lane 8 from Parnell Swimming New Zealand, Rick Zhao. And in lane 9 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, Kaylin Theodore. These are your finalists for event 83, the boys 15-year-old 200 metre breaststroke.
In the water here for the 200 metre breaststroke for the 15-year-old boys. Looking to start strongly here. In lane number 8 is one of our visitors in lane number 8, Rick Zao. Now starting to come through in lane number 6 there is Byron Geng. Leon Vidal as well, also having a good start.
Yeah, as we head towards that 50 metre turn, this is one of the races of the night, and Xavier Eagle was also in contention in this opening 50. As we go through the 50 metre turn, it is Byron who leads from James, with Xavier sitting in third place. We know that Leon is a really strong 200 metre swimmer, so expect him to make his move as he is in this second 50.
Yeah, it was fairly even across the board in that first lap with 7 swimmers in the 33s here, as we see the middle 2 lanes there starting to come through. Xavier Eagle looking strong there in lane number 4. Leon as well pushing right beside him. Then also Byron still up there in lane number 6.
So these first 4 have got a half body length over the rest of the field as they head towards that 100 metre turn. And it will be Leon who has that fastest second 50 who takes the lead ahead of Xavier Eagle, with Byron Geng sitting in third place.
Yeah, the 2 in the middle there, Xavier and Leon had the better off the wall there, able to get a little bit of a lead on those other 2 there in Byron and James, but they've both had good starts to this third 50 metre to come back up there. It's still a 4-swimmer race as we're heading into the back part of this third 50.
So with 65 metres left to swim, it's lane 4 and 5, Xavier and Leon, who have started to establish a slight lead over their nearest chasers. Leon had a 36.8 third 50 there to gain a half-second advantage over Xavier as we head down with 35 metres to go.
Yeah, Harold Zoo also had a really good third 50 starting to come into it, but it is Leon and Xavier in lane 4 and 5 going stroke for stroke in this back 25 metres. There's nothing between these two here. Possibly Leon slightly ahead as we come down to under the flags, but it's going to come down to the touch. Looks like Leon has found an extra little bit in this last 10 metres to get the win and touches in a 2:23.14. Xavier Eagle second in a 2:23.49, and James Clare touches in third.
Presenting the medalists for event 82, the girls' 15-year-old 200-metre breaststroke. Winner of the bronze medal, representing Japan, Ayan Utsuji. Winner of the Victorian bronze medal from Nunawading, Lily Chan. Winner of the silver medal from Nunawading, Leona Lowe Hermans. Winner of the gold medal from Swimming SA, Emily Daunt. And winner of the gold medal for the Victorians in a time of 2:41.31 from Nunawading, Kayla Enters. Introducing the finalists for event 84, the girls' 16-year-old 200-metre freestyle. In lane 0 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Jasmine Hume. In lane 1 from Ballarat, Ava Candy. In lane 2 from Nunawading, Lucy Doyle. In lane 3 from Nunawading, Madison Brand. In lane 4 from Northern Territory, Macy Sheridan. In lane 5 from Caulfield, Zali Snyders. In lane 6 from Ivanhoe Swim, Emerson Hogan. In lane 7 from Caulfield, Arabella Tomlinson. In lane 8 from Howick Pakuranga, Leah Yang. And in lane 9 from Nunawading, Celeste Cheng. These are your finalists for event 84, the girls' 16-year-old 200-metre freestyle.
Underway here in the final of the girls' 16 years 200 freestyle, and in the centre of the pool it is Macy Sheridan who had the best of the start and leads through the opening 25. Right up alongside her is Ziley Snyders from Caulfield Aquatic, and those two head towards the first turn in the lead with Arabella Tomlinson. So Arabella does turn first, just ahead of Macy, with Zali in third. So Arabella is really attacking this opening 100 and has maintained her lead through the 75-metre mark, with her teammate in Zali Schneider sitting in second place just ahead of Macy Sheridan. So as we go through that turn at the 100 metres in 1:00.03, Arabella leads ahead of Zali, Macy sitting in third place, and Lucy Doyle in fourth. So with 75 metres left to swim, Zali Schneiders has taken over the lead from her teammate as they work towards this final turn. So Zali leads through after a really strong 31.850 there, ahead of Arabella, Macy sitting in third, and Lucy Doyle still sitting in fourth place. With 25 metres left to swim, a really strong last 50 from both Macy and Arabella have drawn them up alongside Zali. With 15 metres left to swim, it is going to be between Macy and Zali as they head towards the flags. Macy Sheridan is pulling ahead and will be first to the wall and take the title out in a 2:03.35. Head of Zali, first Victorian, Arabella in second Victorian, and Ava Candy getting the bronze.
Presenting the medalists for event 83, the boys 15-year-old 200-metre breaststroke. Winner of the bronze medal from propulsion, James Clare. Winner of the silver medal from Caulfield, Xavier Eagle. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 2:23.14 from Ivanhoe Swim, Leon Vidal. Introducing the finalists for event 85, the boys 16-year-old 200-metre freestyle. In lane 0 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Gianluca Paradiso. In lane 1 from Caulfield, Noah Chappell. In lane 2 from Traralgon, Cody Said. In lane 3 from Bayside, Matthew Moran. In lane 4 from Northern Territory, Liam Brown. In lane 5 from Launceston Aquatic, Steve Hansen. In lane 6 from Ivanhoe Swim, Eli Billman. In lane 7 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Luca Brown. In lane 8 from Yarra Plenty Waves, Sam Hartley. And in lane 9 from Tiger Sharks, Ben Merrilees. These are your finalists for event 85, the boys 16-year-old 200-metre freestyle.
And we're underway in the final of the boys 16 years 200 freestyle. And a really strong start in lane 6 from Eli Billman. He leads through the opening 25, just ahead of Steve Hansen and Liam Brown. So through that opening 50, Liam Brown has taken over the lead. Luca Brown is sitting in second and Steve Hansen in third. We saw Liam and Luca going head-to-head in this morning's heat session, and they're looking to do that once again tonight. As we head towards this 100-metre turn, it is Liam Brown who's slightly in the lead, ahead of Luca Brown, with Steve Hansen also in contention. A nice, fast opening 100 all round in 55s. As now to race in 4 as Eli Billman joins in once again. So with 75 metres left to swim, Liam Brown, Steve Hansen, Eli Billman and Luca Brown are neck and neck. So as we head towards this final turn, in the boys 16 years 200 freestyle, it will be Liam Brown who turns first, ahead of Luca Brown in second and Eli Billman in third. There's nothing in it with 35 metres left to swim. Liam Brown holding on to a slight lead in the final 25. Coming strong is Steve Hansen. Eli Billman's not going to be denied either. But it is Liam Brown who has got a half body length lead under the flags, who will be first to touch ahead of Steve Hansen. First Victorian is Eli Billman. Second Victorian is Luca Brown. And third Victorian is Matthew Moran.
Presenting the medalists for event 84, the girls 16-year-old 200-metre freestyle. Winner of the bronze medal from Ballarat, Ava Candy. Winner of the silver medal from Caulfield, Arabella Tomlinson. Our overall gold medalist from the Northern Territory, Macy Sheridan. And our Victorian gold medalist in a time of 2:03.96 from Caulfield, Zali Snyders. We're now going to pass down to Tara on pool deck with our gold medalist.
Joining me on pool deck is Macy Sheridan. You had to do that one the hard way, come over the top in that last 50 metres.
Yeah, I mean, I always love chasing people, so having that extra challenge always pushes me to go that little bit further.
The time was 4 seconds quicker than this morning. Happy with that time?
Yeah, just over my PB, but like obviously the best I could do. But yeah, pretty proud of that overall.
Yeah, and down here from the Northern Territory, how are you finding it swimming in the Victorian Championships?
It's actually really fun, you know, getting that competition in, which we might not normally get in the NT. But yeah, it's been a great experience for us so far.
Yeah, and a big crowd up there in the stands, not only cheering you home, but also Liam in the next race. How nice is it to have all that support down here as well?
Oh, honestly, it's amazing. Like, my cheer squad up there doing absolutely fantastic job, and then just everyone on pool deck, congratulating each other. It's a great atmosphere.
Well done, Macy, and good luck for the rest of the week.
Introducing the finalists for event 86, the girls 17-18 years 100 metre backstroke. In lane 0 from Traralgon, Olivia Bailey. In lane 1 from MLC, Grace Cox. In lane 2 from Caulfield, Amelia Kennedy. In lane 3 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Emily Tulloch. In lane 4 from Phoenix Swim Club, Isabel Sheldrick. In lane 5 from Swimming SA, Maisie Pronk. In lane 6 from Ballarat Gold, Claire Matheson. In lane 7 from Surrey Park, Judy Hussein Aman. In lane 8 from Nunawading, Gemma Holt. And in lane 9 from Ballarat Gold, Zoe Schneider. These are your finalists for event 86, the girls 17-18 years 100 metre backstroke.
So underway here in the final of the girls 17-18 metre backstroke, and it is in the centre of the pool, Maisie Pronk, who leads alongside her visitor companion in Isabel Sheldrick.
Yeah, we're seeing the visitors having a good run at the moment. The two were the same time off the blocks and going stroke for stroke down this first lap. Probably Isabel Sheldrick leading the way here as she does turn in first. Maisie in second, and the first of the Victorians is Amelia Kennedy in third.
So Isabel extends her lead off that turn ahead of Maisie as they approach the 75-metre mark. It's really tight behind Isabel, who's in the lead comfortably by a body length, with a really strong second 50 by Claire Matheson, has moved her right up alongside Maisie with 15 metres left to swim. It is all Isabel out in front, and she's going to comfortably come in to take the title out in a really strong swim of 102.72. Maisie touching the wall in second. First Victorian was Claire Matheson, followed by Emily and Amelia.
Presenting the medalists for event 85, the boys 16-year-old 200-metre freestyle. Winner of the bronze medal from Bayside, Matthew Moran. Winner of the silver medal from Launceston, Steve Hansen. Winner of the Victorian silver medal from Melbourne, Luca Brown. Winner of the gold medal from the Northern Territory, Liam Brown. And winner of the Victorian gold medal in a time of 155.39 from Ivanhoe Swim, Eli Billman. Introducing the finalists for event 87, the boys 17-18 years 100 metre backstroke. In lane 0 from Westbourne, Owen Kruger. In lane 1 from Ballarat, Tom Urquhart. In lane 2 from Nunawading, Jake Ridley. In lane 3 from Ballarat Gold, Jack Lanyon. In lane 4 from Caulfield, Campbell Wilson Moran. In lane 5 from Swimming SA, Logan Reek. In lane 6 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, Blake Hughes. In lane 7 from Traralgon, Darcy Connell. In lane 8 from Lilydale, Kynan Power. And in lane 9 from Melbourne, Sheng Hao Jin. These are your finalists for event 87, the boys 17-18 years 100 metre backstroke.
So we're underway here in the final of the men's 17-18 100 metre backstroke, and in the centre of the pool a really strong start by both Campbell Wilson Moran and Logan, our visitor from Norwood in South Australia. Those two are really attacking this first 35 metres.
Yeah, the two of them will lead in to the wall here for the turn, and it is going to be the defending champion there in Campbell Wilson Moran touching first, Logan in second, Jack Layan in third spot there, and it was a really good turn there from Campbell Wilson Moran, who's been able to extend his lead down this second 50.
So it is Campbell Wilson Moran who leads by a body length with 15 metres left to swim, and he is going to defend his title here in the 17-18 100 metre backstroke as he comes underneath the flags and into touch in a swift 55.50. Logan touching the wall in second. Second Victorian goes to Jack Lannon and Jake Ridley in third.
Presenting the medalists for event 86, the girls 17-18 years 100 metre backstroke. Winner of the bronze medal from Caulfield, Amelia Kennedy. Winner of the silver medal from Swimming SA, Maisie Pronk. Our Victorian silver medalist from Melbourne Vic Centre, Emily Tulloch. Winner of the gold medal from Phoenix, Isabel Sheldrick. And our Victorian gold medalist in a time of 105.31 from Ballarat Gold, Claire Matheson. Introducing our timed final number 1 for event 88, the girls 12 to 18 years 200 metre individual medley for multiclass. In lane 1 from Geelong, Brianna Binns. In lane 2 from Northern Territory, Sarah Hancock. In lane 3 from Sale, Mackenzie Gibbs. In lane 4 from Northern Territory, Shannon Gleeson. In lane 5 from Northern Territory, Aiko Buckland. In lane 6 from Bendigo East, Michaela Soko. In lane 7 from Monbulk, Phoebe Edwards. And in lane 8 from South Gippsland Bass, Gemma Cook.
In the water here for the 200 medley multi-class here for girls aged 12 to 18. One of 2 timed heats in this event. We've got swimmers from 5 different classes in this one. So we're going to see a range of skills and times, and it's going to come down to points and closest to the world record.
Yeah, so slightly different from the other events. Their classification is an SM classification, and that means their medley classification. So all the swimmers have classifications in their freestyle, backstroke and butterfly. They have a separate classification for breaststroke and a separate one again for the medley events.
So with this one here, everyone's looking to go against times, and to start him well here is Shannon Gleeson, who turned first there. Second was Brianna Binns in lane number 1, and then third was Mackenzie Gibbs.
So as we're making our way halfway down this backstroke leg, it is in the centre of the pool with Shannon, who's currently in the lead. We're putting together a really strong swim. Out in lane 1 is Brianna. Brianna had an entry time of 4 minutes, and in this first 100, she's putting together a really good swim to give herself a chance to post a personal best time.
It is, and look, obviously we will have age group winners in this one as well, but both S19 here for Shannon and Brianna, so both that same classification here. And it is Shannon still leading here at the 100-metre mark there. Mackenzie Gibbs has come up into second, and Brianna Binns is still in third spot there over in lane number 1, but she's had a really good turn there to take the lead starting this breaststroke leg.
So she swam a really good butterfly, really good backstroke. She's accelerating away here in the breaststroke leg. She's pulled into the lead, our swimmer from the Geelong Swimming Club. At 13 years of age, she's taking on some of her more experienced competitors in the middle of the pool.
Yeah, and she's taking them on and leading at this point. The youngster out there still with this lead as she comes down towards the wall here to turn into the freestyle. It will be Brianna Binns leading this one from Shannon Gleeson, who is from the Northern Territory there. As we see Binns now turn here in a 2:24.46. She said she came in with a 4:04 seed time. She's going to absolutely smash that.
Yeah, so it's been a fantastic swim through the first 150 metres by Brianna. Coming back up alongside her in this last 50 is Shannon Gleeson in the centre of the pool. So those two are going to have a great head-to-head race over this last 25. And also flying home in lane 3 is Mackenzie Gibbs. Mackenzie's making up ground on both our leaders with 25 metres left to swim.
Yeah, another 13-year-old in this field as well. As we've seen, Shannon Gleeson come home strongly, has taken the lead and will take out this first timed final here. And that battle for second will come down to Mackenzie Gibbs, will touch second after a strong finish there ahead of Brianna Binns. And it's a good personal time there for both Brianna and Mackenzie.
So Aiko and Michaela are the next two that are going to come to the wall in lane 5 and 6. As they conclude their 200-metre individual medley here in the girls 12 to 18 multi-class. Followed through by Phoebe Edwards in lane 7 from Monbulk. And she takes off nearly 20 seconds from her entry time.
We've got Sahara Hancock touching now as we see Gemma Cook from South Gippsland Bass just touching the wall to come into the freestyle leg here. She touched in a 3:51. Her entry time was a 5:03, so she'll be hoping to be able to beat that in this final lap here.
So Gemma is in our SM6 category, and our South Gippsland Bass athletes putting together a really strong freestyle leg as she's got 25 metres left to swim.
Yeah, coming down here, the 14-year-olds had another one of those athletes with a big program here. She's coming down to this last 20 metres of this race.
So as Gemma heads towards the flags with 5 metres left to swim here in this heat 1 of our time finals for the 12 to 18 200-metre multi-class to conclude her action here in the opening heat, and smashes her personal best by almost 20 seconds.
Introducing timed final number 2 for event 88, the girls 12 to 18 years 200-metre individual medley for multi-class. In lane 0 from South Esk Swimming Club, Kate Allison. In lane 1 from Bendigo Hawks, Adele York. In lane 2 from Geelong, Evie Lee. In lane 3 from Ivanhoe Swim, Grace Ryder. In lane 4 from Wakatane Swimming Club, Chloe Gladwin. In lane 6 from Swimming SA, Sophia Carboni. In lane 7 from Swimming SA, Paige Duffy. In lane 8 from Nunawading, Abigail Garbalini. And in lane 9 from Western Aquatic Academy, Al Feely.
Underway in the second of these timed finals here for the 200 medley for the multi-class for girls 12 to 18. Starting well there in lane number 6 is Sophia Carboni, who's already had a strong performance earlier this evening. Also looking good there in lane number 4 is Chloe Gladwin, another one of our visitors here coming across from New Zealand to compete in this event. And it is the Kiwi who does start this one and touches the wall first for that first 50. Grace Ryder, the first of the Victorians there, touching the wall.
So really strong start in that butterfly leg from Chloe, and she's continuing to hold this lead over Sophia, who's putting together a really strong backstroke leg.
And most of these swimmers in this one are the SM19 classifications, so they are swimming against each other head-to-head. Obviously, the different age group medals will be awarded later on here, as we see Chloe Gladwin touch first at the 100 metre in a 1:13.09. Touching in second is Sophia, and then coming in for the wall for third. There is a battle on there at the moment. Touching third, it will be Abigail Garbalini in lane number 8.
So as we move into this breaststroke leg, expect to see some changes in positioning across the field as our strong breaststrokers start to make a move. But Chloe does look to be in command here, out in front. Our visitor from New Zealand has put together a really good butterfly backstroke and breaststroke here in this 200 metre individual medley as she makes her way down to that final turn.
Yeah, one of the more experienced swimmers in this event as well. Came in with the fastest seated time, and she'll touch the wall here. Now coming into the freestyle, so she'll look to kick her way to a win here in this timed final. In second is Sophia Carboni. Then in third is Grace Ryder, who had a really good breaststroke leg.
Yeah, really strong breaststroke from Grace has moved her close to Sophia with 50 metres left to swim. Out in front it is Chloe, who's got her final 15 metres of this 200 metre individual medley, and she's been in the lead of this heat from the start. The 18-year-old out of New Zealand is going to be first to touch the wall, and she comes into touch in a 2:41.88. A really tight battle developing between Sophia and Grace in this final 50, and Sophia has responded and sprinting into the wall to touch in second, ahead of Grace in third. Next into the wall is going to be Paige Duffy in lane 7.
Yeah, then we've got, coming in there, Al Feely in lane number 9. They're touching 6. Evie Lee in 5th, as we see our last couple of swimmers come in here.
Introducing timed final number 1 for event 89, the boys 12 to 18 years, 200 metre individual medley for multi-class. Swimming in lane 0 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Henry O'Brien. In lane 4 from South Gippsland Bass, Darby Smith. And in lane 5 from Corowa, Samuel Turner.
in the water here in event 89, the 200 medley for the multi-class for boys 12 to 18. We've got the 3 swimmers in this heat. We've got the 2 swimmers classified as SM19 in Henry O'Brien in lane number 3 and Darby Smith in lane number 4. Samuel Turner is an SM14 athlete. As we come down this first lap, it is Darby who is leading the way here. The 12-year-old from South Gippsland Bass has had a strong butterfly leg here. Coming up strongly also is Henry O'Brien at the end of this leg, but it is Darby who does touch first, narrowly ahead of Henry O'Brien, with these two going head to head. Samuel Turner is a visitor from Corowa, who has had a strong start to his race as well. See Darby start to get a little bit of a lead in this backstroke leg. Now out to a body length ahead of Henry O'Brien. As we said, Samuel Turner is a different classification in the SM14, so he's also having a good race there, but it is now all Darby Smith with a really strong backstroke leg to take control of this race. Darby is now coming into the wall to touch to switch to the breaststroke. He'll turn in a 1:32.81 here. Henry O'Brien now touches in a 1:39.63. Samuel Turner is about to come up to the wall here to touch as well, so he will touch in a 1:48.05. Darby is still with a very good lead here in this breaststroke leg. Henry O'Brien trying to reduce that margin. Looks like he's narrowly doing that, but it is still Smith who has the very strong lead in this event. Samuel Turner also putting together a good breaststroke leg here. He has reduced the gap a little bit on those other 2 swimmers. We will see Darby look to come under the flags here, still in front, but that margin has reduced. It was nearly 7 seconds at that last turn. We will see Darby turn now in a 2:38.04. That margin back to 2.5 seconds. So that was a sensational leg there by Henry O'Brien. So the 2 SM19 athletes will now go head-to-head on this final lap here. Darby so far has been able to respond and increase his lead a little bit more here. So after being challenged in the breaststroke leg, the youngster here, the 12-year-old, has been able to come out on top, and he will take the win in this first timed final. Came in with a time of 3:34.20. He's going to smash that with a 3:21.06, much to the delight of the crowd. Henry O'Brien comes in at 3:24.66. His entry time was just under 20 seconds above that, so a massive PB for him there. And Samuel Turner now coming into the wall to complete this event. He will finish this one in a time of 2:43.68.
And now, before our second time final of the men's 200 IM for multi-class gets underway, we are going to head back down to pool deck, where Nick has one of our South Australian friends, the winner of the 12-13-year-old girls IM, Paige Duffy.
So congratulations, Paige, the 12-13 winner in that 200-metre individual medley. How did you think your swim went?
I think it went good. I really stressed myself out before I did it, but then I talked to my coach about my game plan and everything, and I felt much better when I got in the water.
Yeah, obviously those 200-metre individual medley is a challenging event, but it's always good to see you having a crack. How are you enjoying your time in Victoria?
Yeah, it's actually quite good. I really like it here. The pool's nice and everything.
We always love having our South Australian visitors come and join us. So what's your favourite event that you like to swim?
I like swimming 100 breaststroke.
So we'll look forward to that coming up soon. So congratulations on the 200 IM page, and well done. We look forward to seeing you swimming again later in the meet.
Thank you.
As we head back down behind the blocks now for timed final number 2 of event 89, the boys 12 to 18 years 200 metre individual medley for multiclass. Swimming in lane 1 from South Gippsland Bass, Levi Jarrett. In lane 2 from Warrnambool, Eli Kerr. In lane 3 from Northern Territory, Sean Dutch. In lane 4 from Traralgon, Lockie Bellion. In lane 5 from Camberwell Grammar, Mingzi Pang. In lane 6 from Northcote, Miles Parfitt. In lane 7 from Yarra Plenty Waves, Cooper Harrington. And in lane 8 from Essendon District Aquatic, Jaden Brooks.
Underway in this second timed final of the 200 medley for the boys 12 to 18 multi-class here. And it's lane number 6 starting really well there. Miles Parfitt, who we've already seen in this session, has come out strongly in the butterfly, as has Sean in lane number 3.
So it will be our visitor from the Northern Territory who leads through this opening 50 in a nice swift 29.38, ahead of Mingzi in second and Lockie in third.
Yeah, it's been a nice first 75 metres here from Sean, who's been able to further extend his lead in this backstroke. He is the elder of the competitors in this one at 18, so a little bit more experienced than some of these youngsters, but putting together a good race so far.
So he's done a good job of keeping that stroke rate up nice and high in the backstroke leg, as Lockie Bellion has moved into second place from Traralgon, just ahead of Mingzi from Campbell Grammar Aquatic. So those are our 3 leaders through the halfway mark here in our second time final of the boys 12 to 18 200 metre individual medley multi-class.
Yeah, a really good turn there from Lockie Bellion, who he's starting now to come up to next to Sean in this breaststroke leg. Also seen in lane 6, Miles Parfitt now coming up next to Ming Z. So as we've seen so many times before, the breaststroke can decide this race.
It seems like just yesterday Lockie was the 12-year-old. Now he's starting to be the more experienced athlete at 17 years of age, and he's using his strong breaststroke leg to pull into the lead here in Heat 2.
Yeah, he will come in to touch the wall here with a nice lead there in a 1:59.07. In second now is Miles Parfitt and Ming Z in third.
So with 25 metres left to swim here in this second heat, Lockie used that strong breaststroke leg to pull clear of the rest of the field and is in control of this second heat. So with 15 metres left to swim, he's 7 or 8 metres clear of his nearest competitors, who are having a great battle behind him, with Sean just holding on to second place ahead of Miles and Ming Z. But it is Lockie who will go into touch first at 2:33.98. Sean will hold on to that second place ahead of Miles and Ming Z, touching the wall in fourth.
As we're seeing the other competitors now come into the wall. Just got Levi Jarrett, who is about to come underneath the ropes here, underneath the flags here, to touch on a good swim for him. He will touch in a 2:58, so does get underneath that 3-minute mark. Also, Jaden Brooks now coming down on this last lap.
Yeah, so our swimmer from Essendon District Aquatic in the SM19 category, our 12-year-old, so the youngest in this second time final, finishes off nice and strongly into the wall to take almost 10 seconds off his entry time.
Presenting the medalists for event 87, the boys 17-18 years 100 metre backstroke. Winner of the bronze medal from Nunawading, Jake Ridley. Winner of the Victorian silver medal from Ballarat Gold, Jack Lanyon. Winner of the silver medal from Swimming SA, Logan Reek. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 55.50 from Caulfield Aquatics, Campbell Wilson Moran. Introducing the finalists for event 90, the girls 12-year-old 200 metre freestyle. In lane 0 from Surrey Park, Mia Clements. In lane 1 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Taylor Holt. In lane 2 from Furbank Aquastars, Isabel Thornborough. In lane 3 from Laverton Wyndham, Claire Danny. In lane 4 from Melbourne, Victoria Dang. In lane 5 from Melbourne, Mariella Simmons. In lane 6, also from Melbourne, Angelina Shang. And in lane 7 from Melbourne, Mackenzie Wilson. Swimming out of lane 8 from Caulfield, Ella Robertson. And in lane 9 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Cadence Power, Kahika Lewis. These are your finalists for event 90, the girls 12-year-old 200 metre freestyle.
Up and stroking in the 200 metre freestyle for the 12-year-old girls. And we've got 4 swimmers from Melbourne Swimming Club in this event, showing the strength they've got at this distance. A fairly even start across the board here. Ella Robinson looks to have got off in a good start in lane number 8. Also Mackenzie Wilson in lane number 7, but it looks like it is going to come down to the touch in the middle lanes here at the 50 metre mark, and it is Victoria Dang who touches first ahead of Claire Danny. In third spot was Muriella Simmons. So 3 of those Melbourne swimmers, along with a Laverton Wyndham aquatic swimmer, had a good first 50 here. Still not much between them. Lane number 4 there, Victoria Dang, slightly ahead now as we're coming down to the end of this second 50. She does have the lead, but Muriella Simmons starting to come at her, with the 2 having a little bit of a break ahead of the rest of the field. It was Victoria Dang who turned first ahead of Muriella. Sticking there in third is Claire Danny. And now coming up strongly is Angelina Shang in that lane number 6 there. But it is still lanes 5 and 4 leading this one. Muriella Simmons and Victoria Dang going head to head in the middle of the pool. The 2 Melbourne teammates are ahead in this event as we come down towards the wall for this final 50. Touching first, it is going to be Muriella Simmons who has taken the lead. Victoria Dang in second and Claire Danny in third. So we've got the swimmers now coming down this last 50, lane 4 and 5, still having that battle. Muriella is slightly ahead here of Victoria Dang, and that lead is increasing over this last 25 metres. Muriella Simmons is leading the way here. Now got a body length lead here. She's going to come home strong to claim this title in a time of 2:12.80. In second is Victoria Dang in a 2:14.35, and third was Claire Danny in a 2:14.86.
Before we get underway with our boys 200 metre freestyle, we are going to head down to pool deck once again. Nick with our multi-class athletes. He has the winner of the boys 16 to 18 years 200 metre individual medley, the always smiling Lockie Ballion of Terrelgan.
Congratulations, Lockie, on a great swim there in the 200 metre individual medley.
Thank you.
So you put together a really good opening 100, but then at breaststroke, you really worked in and accelerated away from the field. Is breaststroke your favourite stroke?
Yes, it's my main stroke.
Yeah, so we always look forward to you swimming in those breaststroke races. Now you're one of the most experienced members at 17 years of age. Do you enjoy getting to race against the athletes that are younger than you and help them learn what they need to do as they come through?
Yeah.
So what are you looking forward to over the next few days?
Get more PBs.
Great to hear. That is what we should all be focusing on. So congratulations once again, Lockie, on a great swim in the 200 metre individual medley.
Thank you.
Introducing the finalists for event 91, the boys 12-year-old 200-metre freestyle. Swimming in lane 0 from Tiger Sharks, Lucas Yu. In lane 1 from Westbourne, Ethan Dennison. In lane 2 from Doncaster Templestowe, Ian Cho. In lane 3 from Haileybury, Yi Yang. In lane 4 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, Thomas Grasso. In lane 5 from Wodonga City, Billy Main. In lane 6 from Yarra Plenty, Hong Han Koo. In lane 7 from the Hobart Aquatic Club, Luca Mignanelli. In lane 8 from Haileybury, Harvey Nguyen. And in lane 9 from Warragul, Logan Gibson. These are your finalists for event 91, the boys 12-year-old 200-metre freestyle.
In the water for the boys 12-year-old 200-metre freestyle. One of the events we said this morning would it be one to watch this afternoon, with Thomas Grasso and Billy Main having a good contest this morning in the heats here. Starting strongly in lane 5 is Billy Main. Hong Hang in lane number 6 has also had a strong start there.
So as we make our way down to this 50-metre turn, it will be Billy Main who leads ahead of Hong Hang, and in third place Thomas. Those three swimming really strongly in that opening 50 and have established a little bit of a gap on the rest of the field.
Yeah, and it's still those three are down this second lap. If anything, Billy Main is still slightly ahead here in this second 50. He'd be in front with Hong Hang in second spot there. Thomas Grasso in third, but we did see this morning he did come home really strongly in his heat.
So through the 100-metre turn, it will be Billy and Hong Hang who lead ahead of Thomas Grasso by a body length, and Yi Yang also swimming well in lane 3. Those 4 or 5 metres clear of the rest of the field as we make our way down this third 50.
Yeah, Hong Hang making his move now, slightly in front ahead of Billy Main down in this third 50. Thomas Grasso still in third spot there. Yi Yang unable to stick with those three after having a really good second 50.
So as we head into that final turn, it will still be Billy Main who continues to lead. But the starting to close the gap is Thomas Grasso sitting in third place. He gained 3/4 of a second on that lap, and he's coming right up alongside Billy with 25 metres left to swim. It's a three-way battle in this final 25. Billy Main holding on. Thomas Grasso coming strongly, and Hong Hang also in contention. Billy's holding on. Thomas is right up to his shoulders with 10 metres left to swim. Billy continues to lead underneath the flags, and he's going to hold on and take it out in 2:09.83. Thomas in second and Hong Hang in third.
Presenting the medalists for event 88, the girls 12-13 year 200-metre individual medley for multi-class. Winner of the bronze medal from Bendigo Hawks, Adele York. Winner of the silver medal from Bendigo East, Michaela Soko. Winner of the Victorian gold medal from Sale, Mackenzie Gibbs. And winner of the gold medal from Swimming SA, Paige Duffy. Our medalists for event 88, the girls 14-15 years 200-metre individual medley for multi-class. Winner of the bronze medal from Nunawading, Abigail Garbellini. Winner of the silver medal from Swimming SA, Sophia Carboni. And winners of the gold medal overall from the Northern Territory, Sarah Hancock. And equal joint gold medalists on the same multi-class point score from Geelong Swimming Club and Western Aquatic Academy, Evie Lee and Al Feely. For event 88, the girls 16-18 years 200-metre individual medley for multi-class, our winner of the bronze medal from the Northern Territory was Iko Buckland. Winner of the silver medal from Monbulk, Phoebe Edwards. Winner of the Victorian gold medal from Ivanhoe Swim, Grace Ryder. And winner of the overall gold medal from Wakatane Swimming Club, Chloe Gladwin. Introducing the finalists for event 92, the girls' 13-year-old 200-metre butterfly. In lane 0 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Amelia Luo. In lane 1 from Oasis Otters, Karen Jiang. In lane 2 from Melton, Victoria Jeremian. In lane 3 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Arabella Scott. In lane 4 from Phoenix Swim Club, Melina Dimitriadou Pia. In lane 5 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Zoe Clemenson. In lane 6 from Emmanuel, Alexandra Henniker. In lane 7 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, Nikita Chu. And in lane 8 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Matilda Bibero. These are your finalists for event 92, the girls' 13-year-old 200-metre butterfly.
In the water here in the 200-metre butterfly for the 13-year-old girls. It's been a strong start in the middle of the pool for this final. Starting well in lane number 6 is Alexandra Henka, who we've seen a number of times today. Zoe Clementon also having a good start in 5, as is Melina in lane number 4.
So as they make their way down to this first turn, it is a nice even race. In the centre of the pool, they're going to work towards that wall together, with Melina touching first ahead of Arabella and Alexandra in 3rd place.
Yeah, as we saw some of those swimmers start to build into that first 50, and it is Melina leading the way here in lane number 4. Arabella Scott starting to put together a good race as well, is coming up beside her, but it is lane 4 and our visitor still leading this one.
So it does look like it's going to be a race in 4 in this first 100 metres of the 200 butterfly. Melina still continuing to hold that slight lead that she established in this opening 50, but it is starting to tighten up as on the wall Alexandra joins her, with Arabella very close behind.
Yeah, Alexandra had a really good back 25 of that second 50 here, and now taking the momentum into the third 50 and is leading this race as we come down to the back half of this third lap. Zoe Clemenson also putting in a good third 50 to come up beside Melina.
So it is a 3-way battle for the lead as we head towards that final turn. Melina has responded. Zoe sitting in 2nd place and Alex in 3rd as they head under their flags towards that final wall, really concentrating on trying to get in and out as fast as they can. It will be Zoe who touches the wall first, just ahead of Melina, and Alex in 3rd place.
Yeah, a battle on there, and that was a really good turn there from Zoe Clemenson, who is now in front. She's able to get a bit of a gap on the 2 behind her. Melina still in 2nd spot. We've got Alexandra in 3rd, and coming up on the other side of them is Arabella Scott, trying to get a place in this race.
So with 15 metres left to swim, Zoe has paced this race really well and accelerated in that second half of the race and pulled away in this final 50 and will come into touch in a time of 2:29.19. Melina in 2nd. Getting the touch for 3rd is Alex, with Arabella the 2nd Victorian and Victoria in 3rd.
Presenting the medalists for event 89, the boys 12-13-year-old 200-metre individual medley multi-class. Winner of the bronze medal from South Gippsland Bass, Darby Smith. Winner of the silver medal from Essendon District Aquatic, Jaden Brooks. And winner of the gold medal from South Gippsland Bass, Levi Jarrett. Presenting our medalists for event 89, the boys 14-15-year 200-metre individual medley multi-class. Winner of the bronze medal from Yarra Plenty Waves, Cooper Harrington. Winner of the silver medal from Camberwell Grammar, Mingzi Pang. And winner of the gold medal from Warrnambool, Eli Kerr. And finally presenting our medalists for event 89, the boys 16 to 18 years 200-metre individual medley for multi-class. Our silver Victorian medalist from Northcote, Miles Parfitt. Our silver medalist from the Northern Territory, Sean Dutch. And our winner of the gold medal from Traralgon Swimming Club, Lockie Bellion. Introducing the finalists for event 93, the boys 13-year-old 200-metre butterfly. In lane 0 from Nunawading, Alistair Ho. In lane 1 from Parnell Swimming New Zealand, Jonathan Bale. In lane 2 from Yarra Plenty Waves, Elijah Lamont. In lane 3 from Nunawading, Lachlan Bull. In lane 4 from Westside Christchurch, Max Bailey. In lane 5 from Wodonga City, Cooper Scott. In lane 6 from Nunawading, Thomas O'Toole. In lane 7 from Nunna Cheltenham, Rain Lee. In lane 8 from Ballarat, Bryce Scott. And in lane 9 from Nunawading, Thomas Poppins. These are your finalists for event 93, the boys 13-year-old 200-metre butterfly.
Up and stroking in the 200 butterfly for the boys 13-year-olds here. It's a strong start in lane number 5 there for Cooper Scott. Also looking strong there is Thomas Poppins in lane number 9, and starting to come through now is our visitor Max Bailey in lane number 4.
So it is the centre of the pool who are going to lead through this opening 50 of the boys 13 years 200 butterfly, with Max leading through from Cooper and Lachlan Bull sitting in 3rd place. Strong turn there from Lachlan Bull to pull up alongside those others that were in front of him in that first 50 as we make our way down this second 50.
Yeah, not much between those 3 middle lanes now as we're coming down towards the 100 mark here. Slightly in front would be Max Bailey, just narrowly behind him. Lachlan Bull with Cooper Scott also there right beside them. The 3 of them are going to come into the wall here at the halfway mark. Touching first is going to be Lachlan Bull, who came hard late in that 100. Max Bailey is second and Cooper Scott third.
So Lachlan Bull did have the fastest second 50 in the field, and he started to increase his lead ever so slightly over Cooper Scott down the early stages of the third 50, with Max Bailey remaining in 3rd place. The battle behind over in lane 1 and 2 between Jonathan and Elijah is also nice and tight for the minor places.
Yeah, Cooper Scott's had a really good third 50 here. Looks like it's going to be lane 3 and 5 coming into this wall. Lachlan Bull does touch first. Cooper Scott in second. Max Bailey in third.
So with 35 metres left to swim, Lachlan Bull continues to lead. Cooper Scott coming nice and strong. So with 25 metres to swim, Lachlan Bull still leads ever so slightly over Cooper Scott. Both athletes getting big support from their fans in the stands, but Lachlan Bull has pulled away in this final 15 metres and is going to take the title out for our boys 13-year-olds turn a butterfly in a nice time of 2:16.65, ahead of Cooper Scott in second, Max Bailey getting the touch for third, with Thomas O'Toole coming home in 3rd Victorian.
Presenting the medalists for event 90, the girls 12-year-old 200-metre freestyle. Winner of the bronze medal from Laverton Wyndham, Claire Danny. Winner of the silver medal from Melbourne, Victoria Dang. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 2:12.80 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Mariella Simmons. Presenting the medalist for event 91, the boys 12-year-old 200 metre freestyle. Winner of the bronze medal from Yarra Plenty Waves, Hong Han Koo. Winner of the silver medal from propulsion, Thomas Grasso. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 2:09.83 from Wodonga City, Billy Main. Presenting the medalist for event 92, the girls 13-year-old 200 metre butterfly. Winner of the bronze medal from Emmanuel, Alexandra Henniker. Winner of the silver medal from Phoenix, my apologies, Melina Dimitriadou Pia. And winner of the gold medal from Melbourne Swimming Club in a time of 2:29.19, Zoe Clemenson. Introducing the finalists for event 94, the girls 14-year-old 100 metre butterfly. In lane 0 from Flyers, Ariel Cole. In lane 1 from Melbourne, Audriana David. In lane 2 from Swimming SA, Saoirse Hanafi. In lane 3 from MLC, Millie Charlton. In lane 4 from MLC, Henrietta Wong. In lane 5 from Swimming SA, Natasha Link. In lane 6 from Melbourne Vic Centre, Taylor Miller. In lane 7 from MLC, Abby Mesha. In lane 8 from Essendon District Aquatic, Megan Lee. And in lane 9 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Lexin Zhao. These are your finalists in event 94, the girls 14-year-old 100 butterfly.
Underway here in event 94, the 100 metre butterfly for the 14 girls. Fairly even start across the pool here. Starting to come through is the middle lanes there, though. Natasha and Henrietta having some good momentum in this back 25 of this first lap here. The pair are looking to come into the wall for this turn at the 50. Touching first here will be Henrietta Wong. Second is Natasha Link. And third is Millie Charlton.
So once again, Henrietta uses her strong underwaters to extend her lead out to over a body length in this third 25. The battle for the silver and bronze medal behind her is nice and tight. But Henrietta has pulled well clear of the field with 25 metres left to swim. Millie Charlton currently holding down second place, just ahead of Natasha Link with 15 metres left to swim. It is all Henrietta out in front. The MLC aquatic athlete takes it out in a 1:02.98. Millie Charlton in second, Natasha in third, and Abby Mesha, third Victorian.
Presenting the medalists for event 93, the boys 13-year-old 200 metre butterfly. Winner of the bronze medal from Westside Christchurch, Max Bailey. Winner of the silver medal from Wodonga City, Cooper Scott. And winner of the gold medal from Nunawading in a time of 2:16.65, Lachlan Bull. Introducing the finalists for event 95, the boys 14-year-old 100 metre butterfly. In lane 0 from Warrigal, Thomas Sahar. In lane 1 from Nunawading, Oscar Magalotti. In lane 2 from Starplex, Ewan Stubbings. In lane 3 from Nunawading, Liam Joy. In lane 4 from Surrey Park, Ishak Ismail. In lane 5 from Nunawading, Han Tang Wang. In lane 6 from Nunawading, Aidan Ramos. In lane 7 from Emmanuel, Jax Michelin. In lane 8 from Laverton Wyndham, Terence Chi. And in lane 9 from Surrey Park, Aston Wilson. These are your finalists for event 95, the boys 14-year-old 100 metre butterfly.
up and racing here now in the 100-metre butterfly for the 14-year-old boys. Out strongly in the middle of the pool in lane number 5, Hang Tang Wang. Also next to him is Ishak Ismail, who we've already seen have a dead heat between those two earlier tonight, and those two look to be in front as we're coming down to the wall for the 50-metre here. Turning first will be Ismail, second is Hang Tang Wang.
So a really strong second 25 there from Ishak, and he's pulled clear of his nemesis and equal gold medalist in the 50 freestyle. But Hang Tang Wang is holding on to second place with Aiden Ramos swimming a really strong race as well. But with 15 metres, yes, left to go, there will just be one gold medalist in this boys' 14 years 100 fly. It is all Ishak as he comes in to take the title out in a nice 58.19. Hang Tang in second and Aiden in third.
Presenting the medalists for event 94, the girls' 14-year-old 100-metre butterfly. Winner of the bronze medal from Swimming SA, Natasha Link. Winner of the silver medal from MLC, Millie Charlton. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 102.98 from MLC, Henrietta Wong. Introducing the finalists for event 96, the girls' 15-year-old 100-metre freestyle. In lane 0 from Nunawading, Madison Brown. In lane 1 from Cradle Coast, Brady Denuzio. In lane 2 from United Swimming Club New Zealand, Octavia Marnie. In lane 3 from Bendigo East, Azia Fong Sutton. In lane 4 from Nunawading, Kira Jeffs. In lane 5 from Surrey Park, Arika Adenko. In lane 6 from Nunawading, Waylon Trong. In lane 7 from Yarra Plenty Waves, Caitlin Hassler. In lane 8 from Nunawading, Jamie Di Bazzetti. And in lane 9 from Furbank Aquastars, Phoebe Scarf. These are your finalists in event 96, the girls' 15-year-old 100-metre freestyle.
Now the girls turn in the 100-metre freestyle for the 15-year-olds. We had some good heats in this race this morning here. And it's been a fairly even start across the pool in this first 50 metres here. Kira Jeffs probably leading the way in early in this race as we come down to the wall here. Touching first, it will be Jeffs. Azia in second spot there and Octavia in third.
So as we come out of the turn, Azia, just like she did off the start, gained a little bit of ground and has come up right alongside Kira with 25 metres left to swim. Those two have pulled slightly clear of the rest of the field, with Arika moving into third place with 15 metres left to go. Kira's holding off just in front of both Azia and Arika as they go underneath the flags and into the wall to touch here in the 15-year-old girls. It will be Kira who takes it down at 58.28. Ahead of Arika and Azia in third.
Presenting the medalists for event 95, the boys' 14-year-old 100-metre butterfly. Winner of the bronze medal from Nunawading, Aiden Ramos. Winner of the silver medal from Nunawading, Hang Tang Wang. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 58.19 from Surrey Park, Ishak Ismail. Introducing the finalists for event 97, the boys' 15-year-old 100-metre freestyle. In lane 0 from Nunawading, Jun Hao Sun. In lane 1 from Geelong, Jacob Richards. In lane 2 from Caulfield, Benjamin King. In lane 3 from Emmanuel, Isaac Allen. In lane 4 from Northern Territory, Thomas Markham. In lane 5 from Camberwell Grammar, Liam Paulson. In lane 6 from Ivanhoe Swim, Kaisei Kojima. In lane 7 from Nunawading, Yijin Jiang. In lane 8 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, Hugo Carson. And in lane 9 from Caulfield, Samuel Pozzoli. These are your finalists for event 97, the boys 15-year-old 100 freestyle.
Up and stroking now in the boys freestyle for the 15-year-olds here. Strong start out in lane 8 and 9 from Hugo and Samuel, but the middle lane starting to come through now. In lane 5, Liam Paulson and Thomas Markin having a good back at 25 metres of this first lap here. Touching first will be Liam, Thomas in second, and Isaac Allen in third.
As Liam Paulson continues to extend his lead down this third 25 ahead of Thomas, with Isaac closing in third place. With 20 metres left to swim, Liam Paulson has got half a body length lead ahead of Thomas. The battle for third is really tight with Jacob Ritchie's flying home in lane 1 under the flags, and in to take the touch and title is Liam Paulson ahead of Thomas, with Isaac in third, Jacob as our second Victorian, and Kazai in third.
Presenting the medalists for event 96, the girls 15-year-old 100-metre freestyle. Winner of the bronze medal from Bendigo East, Azia Fong Sutton. Winner of the silver medal from Surrey Park, Arika Adenko. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 58.28 from Nunawading, Kira Jeffs. Introducing the finalists for event 98, the girls 16-year-old 200-metre individual medley. In lane 0 from Melbourne Swimming Club, GUCO. In lane 1 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Grace Doby. In lane 2 from Caulfield, Zali Snyders. In lane 3 from Nunawading, Lucy Doyle. In lane 4 from Melton, Chloe Burke. In lane 5 from Swimming SA, Allegra Crean. In lane 6 from Ivanhoe Swim, Emerson Hogan. In lane 7 from Ballarat, Ava Candy. In lane 8 from Nunawading, Jessie Steinman. And in lane 9 from MLC, Sienna Santolin. These are your finalists for event 98, the girls 16-year-old 200-metre individual medley.
In the water for the 200 medley for the 16 girls. Starting well there in lane number 5 was our visitor in Allegra Crean. She's had a good competition so far. Also looking strong there is Ava Candy, who we've already seen a couple of times tonight and is a medalist already, looking strong in this butterfly.
So as we approach the 50-metre turn, it will be Allegra who's going to lead through in this opening 50, ahead of two strong butterflies in Chloe Burke and Ava Candy.
As we see the middle lanes there start to kick away in this backstroke there, Allegra Crean and Chloe Burke. As we saw before, Chloe had a really good, strong back half to her event, so expect her to come home strong. But it is Allegra Crean who is leading the way here as we come down to the wall for the 100 metres.
So Allegra continues to lead ahead of Chloe, and moving into third place in this backstroke leg is Grace Dobie. Also making a move through the field from 10th into 5th place is Jessie Steiner. She did win the 50 breaststroke earlier in the day, as claims that she is a non-breaststroker, so we'll see how she can use that breaststroke skill to move through the field here.
Yeah, she is moving through the field as you just predicted there, coming through strongly, but it still is Allegra leading the way here as we come into the back part of this breaststroke. Chloe Burke now starting to make up some of this lead as well, so it is on for that first spot between Allegra and Melton's Chloe Burke.
So as we head into the final turn, Allegra, who has led from the start, continues to hold that lead over Chloe Burke, with Grace Dobie remaining in third place. Those three have cleared her away from the rest of the field, but a tight battle for third Victorian between Ava and Jessie in 7 and 8.
Yeah. Allegra here looking very strong in front, able to extend that lead back out after Chloe came at her in the breaststroke. It's going to be the South Australian who will take this one out. She is leading the way. Will touch first in a 2:19.19. Second is Chloe Burke in a 2:21.20. The first Victorian, Grace Dobie in third spot, so the second Victorian, and Ava Candy will get that third Victorian spot.
Presenting the medalists for event 97, the boys' 15-year-old 100-metre freestyle. Winner of the bronze medal from Ivanhoe Swim, Kaisei Kojima. Winner of the silver medal from the Northern Territory, Thomas Markham. Winner of the silver Victorian medal from Geelong, Jacob Riches. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 53.10 from Camberwell Grammar, Liam Paulson. Introducing the finalists for event 99, the boys' 16-year-old 200-metre individual medley. In lane 0 from Ballarat Gold, Miller Stott. In lane 1 from Starplex, Keegan Coulter. In lane 2 from MLC, Hamish Evans. In lane 3 from DVE, Ashley Lansbury. In lane 4 from Swimming SA, Oscar Dingwall. In lane 5 from Melbourne, Milo Dressel de Bruyne. In lane 6 from MLC, Samuel Mills. In lane 7 from Traralgon, Brody Cargill. In lane 8 from Oasis Otters, Daniel Atkinson. And in lane 9 from Yarra Plenty Waves, Sam Hartley. These are your finalists for event 99, the boys' 16-year-old 200-metre individual medley.
Another one of these races, we were looking forward to the 200 medley for the 16 boys here. Starting well is our visitor, Oscar Dingwall, in lane number 4. We've seen him in a number of events here already, setting the pace here in this first 50.
So as Oscar leads through this opening 50, also going with him is Ashley Lansbury. Those two turn in first and second with Miller Scott in lane 0, also getting out nice and strongly, just like we saw in this morning's heat session.
Yeah, he had a really good butterfly leg there this morning, and on that far side, looking to make his way up in this race. Not much between him and Oscar Dingwall, but it is Dingwall leading as we come down to the back 25 of this backstroke.
So as we approach the backstroke to breaststroke turns, It is Oscar Dingwall who leads, ahead of Samuel Mills and Miller Scott.
Yeah, a really good backstroke there from Samuel Mills to come up into a second spot. But now this competition is heating up as the breaststrokers start to make their mark. The front two are out there, but nothing separates third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh.
So with 25 metres left of breaststroke to go, it is all Oscar Dingwall out in front. Samuel Mills still holding on to second place as we head towards that final turn, and the battle for bronze is nice and tight.
Yeah, Dingwall touches first there. Mills in second. Milo Dressel De Bruyne, and he comes through in that breaststroke leg. Now in third spot, but we have got a runaway leader here in our visitor in Oscar Dingwall, has been able to extend the lead in this freestyle leg.
So with 15 metres left to swim, it is all Oscar Dingwall out in front. Moving into second place with a strong breaststroke and freestyle legs is Milo Dressel De Bruyne. But Oscar will be first to the wall in a 2:07.73. Milo the first Victorian ahead of Samuel Mills, with Ashley Lansbury getting the bronze.
Presenting the medalists for event 98, the girls' 16-year-old 200-metre individual medley. Winner of the bronze medal from Ballarat, Ava Candy. Winner of the silver medal from Melbourne, Grace Doby. Winner of the gold medal from Swimming SA, Allegra Crean. And our Victorian gold medalist in a time of 2:21.20 from Melton, Chloe Burke. Introducing the finalists for event 100, the girls 17-18 years 100-metre breaststroke. In lane 0 from Nunawading, Salia White. In lane 1 from Warrigal, Genevieve Dennis. In lane 2 from Surrey Park, Yushi Liu. In lane 3 from Ballarat Gold, Zoe Schneider. In lane 4 from Swimming SA, Claire Borgmeyer. In lane 5 from Surrey Park, Farida Taha. In lane 6 from UWC Phoenix, Madeline S.U. In lane 7 from Melbourne, Amelia Otto. In lane 8 from DVE, Eliza Connolly. And in lane 9 from PLC, Lucinda Draper. These are your finalists for event 100, the girls 17-18 years 100-metre breaststroke.
In the pool here for the 100-metre breaststroke girls, 17 and 18-year-olds here. Some strong swimming on this side of the pool to start this race. Eliza Connolly looks strong early on, but the two middle lanes there in Claire and Farida starting to come through.
So Claire does lead through the opening 35 metres here of our 100-metre breaststroke final as she makes her way towards this turn. She will turn first in a 34.12, just 1/100th a second behind our only 18-year-old in the field, Farida Taha. So those two are in first and second as they make their way down this second lap, just ahead of Zoe Schneider sitting in third place, with Madeline starting to make a move in this second 50 as well.
Yeah, seeing those swimmers come up here. Zoe is really going with those first two. It's still Farida there in front there next to Claire, who's been able to find an extra little bit in this last 25 metres here. It is Claire Borgmeyer who is in front here. She will touch first. Farida Taha in second as the first Victorian. Madeline Z in third there. So the second Victorian, Zoe Schneider, and Lucy Wu in the third Victorian.
Presenting the medalists for event 99, the boys' 16-year-old 200-metre individual medley. Winner of the bronze medal from DVE, Ashley Lansbury. Winner of the silver medal from MLC, Samuel Mills. Winner of the gold medal from Swimming SA, Oscar Dingwall. And our Victorian gold medalist in a time of 2:11.73 from Melbourne, Milo Dressel de Bruin. Introducing the finalists for event 101, the boys 17-18 years 100 metre breaststroke. In lane 0 from D5, Callum Rosetto. In lane 1 from Nunawading, Andre Tallarico. In lane 2 from Traralgon, Ashley Nichols. In lane 3 from Nunawading, Harry Heath. In lane 4 from Melbourne, Felix Dressel de Bruin. In lane 5 from Caulfield, Nicholas Stupas. In lane 6 from Melton, Mitchell Davies. In lane 7 from Western Aquatic Academy, Dmitry Sorokolatov. In lane 8 from Seymour, Oliver Kingston. And in lane 9 from Surrey Park, Max Malone. These are your finalists for event 101, the boys 17-18 years 100 metre breaststroke.
So we are underway in the final of the boys 17-18 100-metre breaststroke. And it is Felix Dressel de Bruin who leads Nick Stupas and Ashley Nichols through that opening 25. Also swimming strongly is Harry Heath. And those four are pulled ahead of the rest of the field as we head down to the 50-metre turn. So as we approach the 50-metre turn, it will be Felix Dressel de Bruin who leads through under 29 seconds. Nick Stupas sitting in second place. Also underneath that 30-second barrier is Ashley Nichols in third. So we've got 3 under 30 seconds on that opening 50. Felix continues to hold the lead with 25 metres left to swim. Nick Stupas is making some ground in this second 50 and is on his hip with Ashley Nichols holding on to third place with Harry Heath coming strong in this second 50. But it will be Felix Dressel de Bruin who's pulled away in this last 15 to take out the title in a swift 102.52 ahead of Nicholas Stupas and Ashley Nichols in third.
Presenting the medalists for event 100, the girls 17-18 years 100 metre breaststroke. Winner of the bronze medal from UWC, Madeline Yu. Winner of the Victorian bronze medal from Surrey Park, Yushi Liu. Winner of the silver medal from Ballarat Gold, Zoe Schneider. Winner of the gold medal from Swimming SA, Claire Borgmeyer. And our Victorian gold medalist in a time of 1:13.18 from Surrey Park, Farida Taha. Introducing the finalists for event 102, the girls 12-year-old 100 metre butterfly. In lane 0 from Furbank Aquastars, Annabelle Bartlett. In lane 1 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Mariella Simmons. In lane 2 from Melbourne, Taylor Holtz. In lane 3 also from Melbourne, Ali Wang. In lane 4 from Ringwood, Micah Chow. In lane 5 from Yarra Plenty Waves, Lexi Tao. In lane 6 from Melbourne, Ann Diep. In lane 7 from Kangaroo Flat, Sophie Lee. In lane 8 from MLC, On Q, Eve Hu. And in lane 9 from Surrey Park, Shia Lee. These are your finalists for event 102, the girls 12-year-old 100 metre butterfly.
So underway here in the final, the 12-year-olds 100 butterfly, and off to a really strong start in lane 3 is Ellie Wang. She leads through the opening 25. Mika Chow now coming up alongside her. So as we head towards this 50-metre turn, there's still a lot of our athletes in with medal contention. So as we turn through the 50, it is Mika who leads ahead of Lexi and Arn moving into 3rd place. Mika continues to lead as she emerges in this 3rd 25 ahead of Lexi. Those two are going stroke for stroke down this 3rd 25. Also swimming really strongly out in lane 1 is Mariella Simmons. Mariella Simmons has moved into the lead in this second 50, gone from 4th to 1st, past the other girls, and is pulling away with this 100 butterfly for our 12-year-old girls, and does come in to take the title out in a 107.87, with Ellie touched in 2nd and Miki in 3rd.
Presenting the medalists for event 101, the boys 17-18 years 100 metre breaststroke. Winner of the bronze medal from Traralgon, Ashley Nichols. Winner of the silver medal from Caulfield, Nicholas Stupas. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 102.52 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Felix Dressel de Bruin. Tara is now down on pool deck with our gold medalist, Felix. Now, over to you.
Felix is joining me here. That looked like that one hurt a bit.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Had to go out strong there and hold on. How'd you sort of see the swim a second quicker than what you did this morning?
Sort of had to build it and keep on the rating. Just keep pushing and keep going forward and try to win. Yeah.
And obviously a big program this week. How have you sort of seen it so far?
It's been awesome. I love racing all the time, so I don't mind the heavy load.
And obviously some good results so far, but must be bittersweet. Your last age championships, how do you feel being your last one?
I'm excited and scared at the same time. But on that note, I'm very thankful for my mum and my dad for supporting me, and my coach Ian for training me up, and being a proud sponsor of Funky Trunks. So it's good, yeah.
Well, we will let you go and recover. Well done on tonight.
Thank you.
Introducing our finalists for event 103, the boys 12-year-old 100 metre butterfly. In lane 0 from Yarra Plenty Waves, Hong Han Koo. In lane 1 from Tiger Sharks, Lucas Yu. In lane 2 from Nunawading, Tommy Zhao. In lane 3 from Haileybury, Yi Yang. In lane 4 from Wodonga City, Billy Main. In lane 5 from Western Melbourne Propulsion, Thomas Grasso. In lane 6 from DVE, Jason Wang. In lane 7 from Laverton Wyndham, Leonardo Hernandez. In lane 8 from Geelong, William Zhang. And in lane 9 from the Hobart Aquatic Club, Luca Mignanelli. These are your finalists for event 103, the boys 12-year-old 100 metre butterfly.
We are underway in our final event of the evening, the boys 12 years 100 metre butterfly, and starting really strongly in lane 6 with Jason Wang and Billy Main in lane 4. Also pulling up alongside them through the middle is Thomas Grasso in 5.
Yeah, we've seen these three do a battle over the first few days of this competition, including a final earlier tonight. And leading the way in this one is Thomas Grasso as we come into the wall. He touches first, slightly ahead of Billy Main. Yi Yang in 3rd and Jason Wang now 4th.
So as we move into the final 35 metres of this evening's action, it's neck and neck between Billy Main and Thomas Grosso. With 25 less to swim, Thomas Grosso has taken the lead and pulled out a quarter of a body length. But Billy Main is responding, pulling back up alongside him with 10 metres left to swim. They're going stroke for stroke underneath the flags. Will it be Billy? Will it be Thomas? They hit the wall together, and it does go to Billy on the finish boat. 1/100 for the second, ahead of Thomas with Yi Yang in third. What a finish to the night action. 1/100 in it on the final touch.
Presenting the medalists for event 102, the girls 12-year-old 100-metre butterfly. Winner of the bronze medal from Ringwood, Micah Chow. Winner of the silver medal from Melbourne, Ellie Wang. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 107.87 from Melbourne Swimming Club, Mariella Simmons. Presenting the medalists for event 103, the boys 12-year-old 100-metre butterfly. Winner of the bronze medal from Haileybury, Yi Yang. Winner of the silver medal from propulsion, Thomas Grasso. And winner of the gold medal in a time of 104.67 from Wodonga City, Billy Main.
Thanks to our technical officials, you may now leave the pool deck.
And that concludes an impressive night of racing here on Friday evening at our 2025-2026 Mattioli Victorian Age Long Course Championships. We look forward to you guys joining us again tomorrow morning at 8:30. But for now, goodbye.